Live from Le Parfumier. Over 6 hours driving and 600 kilometers. We're finally here. Tony, we love you. Yeah, buddy! I gave him absolutely no warning. We're going live, so it's a complete surprise for them. Everybody out there watching, we see you. We hear you. That's it. For those of you that need to know, we love you too. Thanks for being here. We're excited just as much as you are. And we've been here for 10 or 15 minutes now and just kind of getting cozy. You know, we've been treated to some wonderful, what is this you made for me?
Espresso coffee.
Espresso coffee. So we're here with Tony and his family, and they're very inviting, and they've got all kinds of things laid out. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to show you around the shop. Let us know what you want to see. Tony's going to be here. He's going to be here to answer any questions. I know a lot of people really enjoyed listening to him speak the last time we were here.
Oh my God.
So, you know.
Caught me by surprise.
Yeah. Did you rewatch the video? Or
no, I have not rewatched it.
Yeah.
No, I heard about it.
I did.
A lot of people were interested in I guess, you know, obviously you're very knowledgeable being in perfume for 37 years. And
maybe even 40 years.
40 years, yeah.
I was really, really young.
How did it start for you? Like, what was day one like?
Day one. And
come a little closer.
In perfume?
So they can hear you.
Oh
Yes.
my God. You want to brief?
Yeah, I'll brief.
Or you want to elaborate it? Because
it's your story. Your story. Give us day one. How did you get into, how did you discover perfumery?
Well, look, my family, my parents have always been entrepreneurs. My mom and my dad were in the food business and retail business in the grocery store. My dad used to be an importer and importing goods from his country, from Italy. So I used to travel as a kid with my dad. So I was always inspired by him, moving merchandise around and bringing him in, and also dealing with the public. So I kind of grew up in that atmosphere in retail. And what happened is when I was maybe 14, 15 years old, I started handling hair products that was given to me by a neighbor who had fallen sick. And he gave me his route. He gave me all his route of clients.
So you were delivering hair care?
Hair care products,
Door to door or from shop to
shop? Shop to shop. This was hairdressing salons all over Montreal, the Montreal area, some in Ontario. And, so I got my little car and I went around. As soon as I turned 60 years old, I had my wheels and I was on my own. And I started moving brands. And from there, I looked into other avenues, and I fell upon a company from Italy, from Rome. And I started importing cosmetics, lipsticks, foundation, eyeshadow, and so on. Perfume came in maybe a few years later. I fell upon a company down in southern Italy, where I come from. I fell upon a company down in Palermo, Italy. That was a perfume maker.
Shout out Palermo.
Yeah, really.
So
really,
you initially started in Italy or here in Laval?
In Montreal. No, not in Montreal area. I was a Montreal boy. I was not in Laval. I came in after I got married.
Where were you born?
I was born here and raised here in Montreal. Yes. But I've always traveled year after year to Italy since my
Italy's
childhood.
dear to your heart?
Yes, we have a home there. It's been passed on from generation to generation, from my grandfather to my father to my family, which today my brothers and sisters are not there, but I took over it and I'm still building, and and the door's always open to them.
Okay.
So we still go and appreciate everything, all the old style of living,
The customs.
and the customs.
So you started delivering, let's go back, lipsticks, hair care.
So I built a little network with salespeople, and started selling to the pharmacy, the drugstores, and all that. We tried to get in back then to the Zellers, which we had done a trial. And from cosmetics, we went into a different avenue. I knew that was not where I was going to land. So when I was introduced to perfumes in Italy from Mr. Di Gregorio, he was a perfume maker down south, and I brought in his first brand, which was Sir Gregory. and started moving around. It was a new brand that nobody knew. Very niche, very powerful, old-fashioned bergamot scent. And I started selling it and started to pick up.
At that time, how would you market a brand new scent or a brand? Like now we
Well,
have the
just-
internet, we have social media. There's so many different ways. But
Well-
back then, without this technology, I imagine it was quite different.
Yeah.
So how'd you put the word out for something like that?
Well, back in 1984, when I met my wife, we had just had these bottles in my hands, and I said, "What are we going to do with these bottles?" At the same time, I had met the Borsalino family in Italy, and I started to bring in Borsalino, which you can see here. We still carry it today.
Okay.
So this
Yeah,
Borsalino,
show it up.
Yeah, Borsalino. This is a nice trophy. There you go. So
Is that a fact?
this is really my first
Yes.
real fragrance that I fell in love with.
Okay.
This is what made my career go ahead. It was the first fragrance that was the clinch with my wife and I.
So you have a special attachment to Borsalino.
Of course, and always will.
Okay.
Always will. And so what happened is we had two brands in our hands. So we had the new brand, Borsalino, which was an expanded line. So we brought it in, and I fell upon an occasion, and I bought an existing business down in Montreal Shopping Center. An existing business that I got for very, very cheap at that time. It was $15,000. It was already all set up. It was in Place de Puy, and I was very nervous. Picked up the place, and I said, "How are we going to do this? I don't know, but let's just wet our feet." And we went in there, and we put all these brands in there. And we started
What were some of the brands that you were carrying at the time?
Not much. What we had is we had a.
So we're going. This is 1980s.
1984.
Okay.
1984.
I would have been 10 years old.
Yeah, 1984. So what happened is my wife and I started working. She was working on a part-time basis for me, and I had to. Back then, you have to understand, we were going out. She's Italian, I'm Italian, and her parents are asking questions,
Right.
So it's okay. So it was a little bit of an odd feeling, But what happened is 3-4 months later, we got a knock on the door, and we sold the business within 3-4 months, and we made an extra $15,000-$20,000.
Right. Which was a lot of money back then.
A lot of money, yes. And what happened with that money there, we took it and we opened up another shop, bought an RDP in another mall. So now the cash flow was a little bit easier, and we struck a deal with back then with the first house we opened up our account was with L'Oreal. L'Oreal opened up their hearts to us. They opened their doors to us, and we got all the brands that they had back then, which was big brands.
Right.
Paloma Picasso, Giorgio Armani, the Dracar Noir,
All the heavy hitters.
all the heavy hitters. So what happens? We kept pushing those brands every day in the store.
There weren't many other distributors back then outside of L'Oreal, were there?
No, not much. There was back then. There was Sanofi. There was Clarins, which back then it was called Lippens. Lippens got transformed to Clarins in the later years. There was 3 or 4. There was not much. We used to sell Quorum, Dracar, Armani. Those were the big brand names. The Azzaros. Basically, there were 4 or 5 big winners. And of course, that's why Borsalino did very well in our stores for us, because we kept pushing the brand, And then from Borsalino, we moved on to other brands. I picked up other brands. I used to go to the shows in Italy, and it was a struggle. It was very, very hard. I had to be very courageous at that time there.
Right.
A lot of times I'd be on my own as a young gentleman, go down, put a 3-piece suit, and go down to the shows in Bologna, and that's where I discovered the true fragrance business and fell in love with it, And I got lucky to have met big people like Nicolas Trussardi.
Okay.
And he and his nephew, Patrick Pace, which is still a friend of mine today, because, as you know, Nicolas Trussardi died in a car accident at the age of 55, 56 in Italy, and very sadly. But he opened a lot of avenues and doors. He introduced me to a lot of people. So I had a lot of his brands. They said, if you can take them and peddle them in small shops, not to the big stores, because we have somebody doing the big stores, will allow you to do the small stores, which is your shops and other small retailers. And that's the way it started. So from Trussardi, we moved on with Borsalino. Then we got Luciano Soprani. We got the Palmieris going. We have lots and lots of little niche brands that people were throwing them at me back then, but I didn't know which way to go, because I couldn't. There was no way I could have afforded to buy at that moment. all these brands. But so slowly we built in our stores and with a few niche clients, clientele that we had. Then we got the opportunity to that. Later years we got our foot into Holt Renfrew and Ogilvy's.
Okay.
I knocked on their doors many times. I don't know if you remember Eaton's back then.
I do. I remember Eaton's, Consumers, Woolco.
Yes.
I was around. Yeah.
Rod Almer was my key man in Eaton's, and after so many years, he opened the doors to me. I had at Ogilvy Renault. Back then it was called Ogilvy Renault. I'm the one who brought a few brands into the store, which back then it was a buyer there, Jose Robichaud. She took us all in, and that's where things started to happen for us. In our retail outlets and as far as distributing. So we were very fortunate. It took a lot of time. There was a lot of obstacles in between all this. Building up the network.
So back then, in that time when you first started, there was much less options in fragrance than there are today. How do you feel about what this has turned into?
It's transformed into something too mega, hard to explain.
Right. It's hard to grasp everything. The concept of it all.
By the time we understand the true meaning of a fragrance and start to enjoying it, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's what's happening today. This is like a new cell phone comes out, and all the kids of today, they want the new phone. So they come in and they want the new Hugo Boss, they want the new Armani. What happens? So the big stores are suffering in the sense that there are lots of products that are niche, good quality, and what happens? Customers today are not loyal, and they to their brand. So unfortunately, a lot of them disappear.
It seems like back then when you started, perfumers had a lot more time to work on their concepts. And now that, department stores are pushing them for flankers so they can fill their shelves. So they have less time to work on a fragrance. So now instead of releasing one every 2 or 3 years, they're rushing to get 10 perfumes out. So it's this mad race.
Some of them never make it to the shelf.
Right, and if they do, after a year or two, they're being discontinued. Yes.
So what happens in the industry, as I'm sure you know, that essential oils are getting more and more rare because there's too many fragrances out there.
Right.
And we know that Grasse, France is the world headquarters for essential oils.
Yes.
And in the last 10, 15 years, the supply of raw materials has declined so much because of bad weather, acid rain, and lots of issues out there.
It's almost now like they're even forcing the flowers to grow in a way that's not natural.
Well, thanks to hydroponics, they can get to do that. But you got to remember one thing, that these flowers, these poppies or these petals are hand-picked. They used to be hand-picked, and it takes about 600 to 700 kilos of flour to make 1 liter of essential oil. So because the oil is so scarce nowadays, the price has gone astronomically high. Twice, 2, 3, 4 times.
It's supply and demand
in the last 5-6 years. That's why you see some prices in today, like for instance, Chanel or Guerlain or Creed, the House of Creed. These guys work with oils that are still filtered by hand. So the procedure is so expensive, and the perfumers in Grasse in France don't have all the supplies, all these raw materials. So they have to go fetch these raw materials from other countries, which makes a lot of sense. So the recipe always is the same, but the ingredients
they've changed from decades ago.
Right. And sometimes they have no choice but to make it to copy when something is not in existence. They have to go into synthetic. So sometimes you might have the odd bottle of fragrance that might have a little bit of synthetic into it. Not that there's anything wrong, but I mean the way to go is the essential way. I mean, the real McCoy is always the real McCoy. You want the real essential oil.
Yeah. So, you've seen what it's transpired to from the last 40 years. Do you ever, when you're alone, think about what we're going to be 30 years from now? Like, what will fragrance look like? The
Well,
landscape?
Do
Do you think it'll be even more like completely synthetic?
If it's going that way, but it won't be all 100% synthetic. No, it's impossible. The essential oil business will always be there. Maybe it'll be more at a higher cost, but it will always be there. And one thing I can tell you, you take bottles like old fragrances, like example Fahrenheit or Giorgio Armani. I have several in my collection. I own several vintage bottles that go back maybe 20 years, and still today they still smell excellent.
Right.
You know, they may have changed in color, so we know because they're essential oils. So as they mature, as they ferment, they might change in color.
But the molecules haven't broken down.
They haven't broken down,
Right.
And you can tell the difference of today's fragrance to yesterday's fragrance. You know, and that's the bad part of this industry is that some customers that have been loyal to their favorite brand, now they come and pick it up and they feel that it's been washed off.
Right.
It's less. It's not the same procedure. The fermentation is not like it used to be before. You know, like
Yeah, I know you love your vintage perfumes, but are there any of the modern synthetic ones that stand out to you that you enjoy?
yes. Look, the Calvin Kleins are very, very good fragrances. I mean,
Especially for the price point, right?
price point, you know, the Lacoste are very, very nice fragrances. Some of them are synthetically made, and some of them are natural.
How about the things like Sauvage or Dylan Blue or
Dylan Blue? I can tell you that right now, I believe it's Michael Kors, is the owner of the brand. I believe that the oils they're still made by essential oils. I know it was maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't know where it's coming out from now. I believe it's made in the US or maybe in the UK, the blend. And there may be some synthetic in them, but you know, I would have to analyze it out completely. But I know that there's a lot of change going on right now as we speak, and the fragrances are very, very much more diluted than they were before, and they're more they're very cost efficient and quality wise they've dropped on the level of like, I mean, before you would have a good fragrance was like 15, 18, 20%
oils?
of oil, yes, and all natural. Today, to cut down costs, because the cost of fragrance has gone up a lot of companies are reducing it to 8 to 10%, which is still good. It's very good. But, you know,
I'm noticing that the oils are getting stronger, especially niche perfume or artisanal. We're now reaching like percentages of 40 and almost 50%, which is insane.
Like the top 4.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
Yes. That's what. But you know, there is a clientele.
But you're also paying a huge markup on these as well.
Exactly. You know, they're not mass sold, but you have the clientele for that want to pay for it to get that extra oil on there. You know.
Yeah. So I want to go back to something we were talking about the last time we had you on, and you mentioned something about meeting Erwin Creed, and you know there's a lot of rumors going on about. I don't mean to put you on the spot either, but
I met Olivier Creed.
Olivier Creed. Sorry, what did I say? So Olivier is Erwin's father. So there's a rumor that
James Henry Creed was the founder in 1760.
Do you believe that's true?
It may be true.
Because there's really no historical artifacts going back. So it's just all we know now is it's like a story.
It's a story.
There's also like
from England during the war. They say that it was moved on into France. It got relocated, and they were making perfumes for a lot of high ranked people. The Queen and the King.
But you can also put Le Parfumier 1849 on. Who's going to know different? But there's also the story of the Creeds aren't really the perfumers for their brands. They're the face.
No, they're not. Exactly. They are the face. Well, you know.
But they maintain that they are the perfumers.
They are not perfumers.
Okay.
I will not be able to disclose.
That's fine. Whatever you can tell us.
I can tell you one thing. I've visited plant of Creed where they actually manufacture, and I've been in.
Which is where?
In France. In France, in a small town in France. I don't have the name right now, but
Okay.
it might near Mougins, somewhere near Mougins, in the outskirts in France. And I've been also in this location, in the store location, in the retail outlet. And that's where I've met. This is not where I met Olivier Creed. I met him in a show, and he was introduced to me by Nicolas Trussardi, Patrick Pace, and his agent, which was Ambrosia Marketing in Miami, South Miami, which is a very good friend of mine still today, Jean-Francois Leblanc. He's the one who told me to take Creed and give him a chance.
Right.
Put him into my stores.
So they were still very small at the time.
Yes, this was in 1992, 93.
So they still haven't even developed a name for themselves in '93, but they claim to be here from the 1700s.
That's
So
correct.
how do you know that they're not perfumers? I mean, what can you share with us?
Well, you know what? I learned a lot from Creed. I did a lot of research, and I can also explain to you how I got involved in making my own perfume. And I've been very, very shallow all these years. I mean, whatever I did my own niche brands and put them into my stores. And what I did is I found out exactly where Creed was getting his fragrances in France. I get my product comes out from Grasse. Big company that's been around since 1850. They've been
A manufacturer?
a very big manufacturer. They got offices all over the world, but their main plant is in Grasse, and the Creed comes out from there. This is where Creed gets all his fragrances. And I met the perfumer there, and always in a show. I was in a show in Monaco.
The Creed perfumer?
Yes.
Can you share with us who that is?
Maybe I don't like.
Yeah, at another time. Okay.
Because it could create conflict of interest.
Okay, absolutely.
I don't want to hurt the brand. Because the brand. I mean, Creed. I'm very loyal to the brand. I've always been
Right. And I
person.
respect that.
And I have nothing to say. They did very good marketing. The only disappointing thing I have to say about Creed is because we brought in a brand here in Canada. We were the first people to bring in Creed in Canada, and because next to my Borsellino and next to my Sopranina, we have a bottle of Creed that back then was retailing $130, and which nobody knew about it.
So $130. How long ago was that?
Back in 1993.
That's a huge inflation.
Yes. Yes.
That's more than the cost of living inflation.
So what Olivier wanted me to do is to put them into my stores. Back then, by 1994, 95, we had about 6-7 stores. We had attained 8 retail outlets of Le Parfumier at one given point with myself and my partners. And we had the avenue for him to expose the brand. And that's what he wanted us to do. And at the same time, he wanted us to see if we could bring it into a major department store, which I worked very hard for about a year and a half, 2 years before.
And now he's
Ogilvy,
Holtz,
who said, yes, Tony, bring in the brand.
Saks, I believe
and
they're in Saks
I brought
as
in
well.
the brand.
Yeah.
Some of my staff that worked for me are still working there today at Holtz, that brought in the brand with myself.
Right.
When we went and make the demonstration at Holtz.
Okay.
And that opened up a lot of doors. But I have to thank Ambrosia in the U.S. because he's the one who really.
Who's Ambrosia?
Ambrosia is the one is the company that originally brought in Creed in the United States and introduced it to Neiman Marcus. He's the one who put in the brand in Neiman Marcus, and that kind of opened the doors even on my end. I had calls from Ontario. All the perfumery started asking me for the brand. And that's where our brand Creed started taking off. We were doing very well on a retail level and on a wholesale level. But unfortunately, it didn't last long, But after Holtz and Ogilvy, we also got into Les Ailes de la Mode. I don't know if you were ever the Robert's family. I went and introduced the brand to Les Ailes de la Mode, which was a big high-end fashion store, just like Holtz here in Montreal. And they had 2 locations, one in Quebec City and one here in Montreal. I got in there, and Robert's family. They passed me on to their buyer at Wilma, which she's president of Clarence today. She got me in. She accepted the brand and put in the brand in Les Ailes de la Mode. So right there, I had 2 locations, big flagship locations. which also enhanced the brand. And the brand started really moving. It's moving well. But back then we didn't have the Aventus, which today is one of the biggest sellers. But we had the Green Irish Tweed and the Imperial Millésime and the Royal Delights and the Venezia and the Florissimo, which I have. You can see I have a counters folder. I got lots of stuff.
Where are the creeds?
They're all
Okay,
there.
we'll have a look later. I'll show you.
got a lot of stuff.
Who's the typical Creed client when they come in here? How would you describe the typical Creed person?
Well,
Young, older gentleman.
Back then, everybody was a big demand for Creed because when Creed hit about $200, $250 level, there's a lot of people asking for it. Today it's more the businessman that wants to have something particular and different from everything else. You know? And he probably a true believer.
What's the price point for a Creed today?
Today, a bottle of Creed is anywhere from $370 to $550.
Okay, so when I'm spending $500 on the fragrance, my first question is, can I get anything better than this for $500?
I believe so. I mean,
So what for you would be better at $500 price point?
Oh, look, I'm a Yves Saint Laurent lover. I'm a Saint Dior lover.
Right.
I love the Armanis. There's a
Not
lot of-
only what can I get better for $500, what can I get better for $400 less?
for $400 less.
For $400 less, what can I get better than the Creed? Because there's a ton of stuff.
There's a lot of fragrances out there. You know, it all depends on what you're looking for. Because you know, like we have to stick with something that's more in eau de parfum. We have to go grab something like the Hugo Bosses are not in that ranking. I find that Hugo Boss has lost their just like Calvin Klein.
They started off with an edge, but
if you look at Versace ever since Michael Kors picked up their line, I mean, Versace are making good fragrances today.
For young people.
Yeah, for young people.
For young people that just want to smell fresh and clean and want to go out with their first girlfriend, right?
But if you look at the oud is not for young people. And if I compare the oud with the oud of Creed, you said $400 to $600 bottle to $130 retail bottle. I mean, there you go.
Yeah, it's competition.
It's competition, and I saw a lot more of that bottle than of Creed.
Okay.
So I mean, you know, there are other brands out there like for instance, Armaf, which I'm not a fanatic of them, but they're good sellers. They're under $100, and there are some that are maybe even better. I've done lots of testing. You know,
I'm a big fan of Armaf. I think they're very hot fragrance.
Look,
I'm kidding. Do you carry Amouage?
Amouage? No, I don't carry Amouage. Look, we were gonna get our feet wet with Amouage about 2 years ago, and then we pulled off, and then COVID came in, and we stopped because I mean, for myself, about 2-3 years ago, I was trying to get myself out of the retail. My wife and I wanted to kind of settle down and retire. We sold a lot of our operations over the past 10 years. And it was a struggle just selling them and getting rid of them and finding the right people. So what happened is we weren't in the avenue of expanding all these brands. You know, we stopped with Tom Ford, and then you know the Amouage comes around, and you know they are expensive fragrances. I don't have the clientele for it yet right now.
Right.
In this area, I mean, Creed is still selling, but not. No.
What about online? You have an online presence though.
Well, that's why we might be doing something maybe come September and bring in some more niche lines. I mean, having people like you guys coming around and supporting us. We want to thank you, first of all. I want to thank you guys and your whole group and all your team. I mean, you've been phenomenal to us. And my daughter has been great. And
yeah, she has.
And she has transformed herself into what I was maybe 25 years ago.
And I want to thank you for, you know, doing what you do and allowing for us to be here. Like,
so,
it's kind of, there's a connection here. We both need each other for this to happen, right?
Exactly. You know, and so we're overwhelmed over what's going on. So
I'm happy to hear that, and you deserve it.
And as far as Amouage, we do have our points genuine for Serge Luthin, which we are in the process of bringing him in for the fall. Hopefully, you know, the market will hang in there. We'll see what happens in the next coming months. And then we'll have them listed for you guys.
Lick the stream for Tony. Not only is a handsome man, but he is full.
Oh
Like
my God.
there is so much knowledge and
A lot,
information right
a lot,
here.
a lot.
I can listen to you speak all day.
That's why I told you you want a briefing or you want the whole.
No, this is good. You know, whatever. We're in the moment. We're enjoying the moment. Lick the stream for Tony. Are you familiar with them? Have you smelled amouage?
Yes, I have. Yes, I've seen the amouage.
Do you like the Middle Eastern style of perfume, or do you prefer French?
Well, look, I've always been a French and Italian perfumer. Well, you're smelling my fragrance. This is my Aphrodite. It's one of my best.
I'll give you a chance later to or now.
I mean,
You smell great.
My Aphrodite brand is a brand that we created ourselves in 1999. When I'm sorry to say, but Mr. Creed, Olivier Creed, pulled the rug underneath our feet in 1999 after he got into Neiman Marcus. He took over the distribution himself with Annick Boutal, and they said, bye-bye, we're taking over the distribution.
Thank you so much for your help, but we don't need you anymore, kind of thing.
Exactly. Now this is what inspired me to go and do my own fragrances.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, very low, because we were on the high for 3-4 years. We were after losing so much money, time and effort, flying in to Toronto to see the buyers, and we had gotten into Eaton's at that time with Rod Almer. He had given us 11 A stores. This is right before maybe they had shut down, but still the intent was there. We had our feet in all position with Creed, and our other brands were doing well at the same time too. And it was in 1999. I can still remember the month of April. April comes along, and Nicola Trussardi, which is a good friend of mine and a good inspirer to me, he died in a car accident in Monza, Italy, and like it was like one thing after another. It just fell on me, and we kind of went downhill instead of going uphill. We got a letter from Creed saying that you're no longer as of December 31st a distributor. So we had to hand in all our clientele to them, and like what hit me. We lost Trussardi because Parfum International.
The universe was testing you.
Yeah, the Trussardi family, his son sold the brands to Parfum International, which Clarence here in Montreal picked up the brand. So we lost all this volume on the wholesale side. So here we are. We were in transition and moving warehouse at the same time and we had our network going, and it just fell flat down the tube. And don't forget, we were also dealing at that time with the Bay. We had a lot of our brands were selling at the Bay, and so everything was just going flat and not down. So that's why we made major changes.
So from them pulling, your Creed out, was it about money?
Well, of course, look,
They can bypass the middleman. Was that what
they wanted to do it directly directly themselves? They set up his son set up an office in New York. Olivier's son was back then must have been 24, 25 years old. He set up an office in New York, and he did the distribution from New York directly with the stores. So is it a question of money? I guess it's more a question of greed.
Isn't everything always about money? Like
corporate
that's
greed.
what it
It's
comes
called
down
corporate
to.
greed. That's what it boils down to.
Okay, so you still have Creed here though. Are you guys back in business?
No, well,
or is it?
We've always maintained good accounts. I mean, look, it's not like I want to knock them off. They did what they have to do, but in this industry, this happens every day.
Right.
Lines go from one company to another. I mean, Chanel is the only company that's very loyal to their brands. They're very loyal. They keep their prices. They don't open their doors to anybody. And we're flattered. We're so honored to have a brand like Chanel in our stores and Guerlain and all that. But you have to respect these companies. But there are a lot of companies that just sell their brands and they move from one company to one hand to another. And that's the sad part, because I just heard in the grapevines now that Clarins lost a lot of their brands.
Who's Clarins?
Clarins was for many years the distributor of Azzaro, Paco Rabanne, and the Trussardi brand. They recently lost all the brands to L'Oreal. So L'Oreal is eating up all the companies. So between Louis Vuitton, between L'Oreal, and between Procter and Gamble, they're the ones buying everybody else, buying all the brands out. So what happens is if you're building something for someone, that's what happened in our case. We lost it. Even Borsalino decided at one point to stop manufacturing their brand. They just let it go. They didn't even want to sell the brand to no one. So I respect that, and we tried to do whatever we had to do. We did a big close out with them. They treated us very well. But all of a sudden, here we are back in the year 2000. By 2005, 2006, I lost all my major brands and the inspiration to go out there and fetch new brands. I wasn't in my interest anymore. Just to peddle something, to go, to build a network, and then have somebody pull the rug on me again. It's not going to happen. So that's why.
It looks like you bounced back and you're stronger than ever. Are you
in
not?
1999, I came out with Millennium. It was the Millennium year. We came out with Millennium, which was one of our brands. We came up with Greed. People got confused and said, "Oh, is that Greed?" Well, you know what? Like
you started Greed.
Greed is one of my best fragrances. Yeah,
I've seen this Greed around
so
before.
it's been selling now for 20 years. Hush, hush, nice and easy. All essential oils. We have a lot of repeat customers, and all our customers have been built organically.
So do Greed smell like Greed?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Okay.
At all. It was just Greed. Was just at that moment there was a moment of frustration, and I
Right.
said,
It was a play on
like
words.
I said,
Was that to get back to?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It was like rough.
That's great.
So I said, you know what? I might as well build my own brands, and that's what I did. I built my own brands, and then my Aphrodites came out, and then in 2002 or 2001, 2002, I came out and I expanded.
Where can they get the? If somebody's interested in these, where can they get them?
Well,
on
my
your
website, on the perfumery.com. There are some there are some retail outlets out there, little niche stores that are selling our brands. But basically, you could go to masonry.com, which is also we are bottling everything here in Montreal now.
Okay.
Before we were doing all the bottling was done for us.
They have fillers here.
Yeah, in Italy, I had a company that we were bringing the oils from France and bottled in Italy. But then at one point, about maybe 5-6 years ago, we did the transition. We formed Perfumes.com, and now people can get their brands from Perfumes.com, and we are just really now, after so many years, showing a big presence in the brands. And we are people that have been loyal. My wife and I, my daughter, we have been so loyal to our customers, and our customers have been loyal to us, where we love to offer people good product, good essential oil. Maybe the brand is not Creed, it's not Giorgio Armani, but the brand created its own organic way
Following,
followers that today we are selling a lot of our fragrances, and you know what, the online business has been phenomenal on our brands. When COVID hit and the malls were closed, people were out of their brands, so that our online sales on our Aphrodites and on all our Sony brand have gone to the roof.
Awesome.
So
I'm glad to hear that.
So this is what inspired us. This is exactly
that's good.
why we are still here today instead of backing up.
Yeah, no, good for you. Perfect. So you were talking about visiting the Creed boutique. The manufacturing plant. Have you visited any other manufacturing plants in Paris or Europe? Have you been to the Guerlain plant?
I've been in Nice and in Grasse and in Mougins. I've seen a lot of other companies. There are a lot of companies that are perfume makers out there. One of my favorites is the Fragonard company. They'll give you a whole tour, or Molinard. They'll show you exactly how they do the perfumes the old-fashioned way, which was it's fantastic to see. It makes you understand what you're buying, why you're paying $200-300 for a bottle versus $50-60 for a bottle. So it's like to get back to what you were saying before, the fragrances of today. I believe that going forward, we might lose in quality. Because
what will we gain though?
Well, there'll always be those niche brands where they're going to put the extra $10-15 on the bottle, on the essence, and you'll always have those good fragrances.
Yeah, I feel like the creativity going forward will come from those niche brands, and these brands will just end up going down.
Don't forget, nowadays, the procedure, the way they're, because I've seen it with my own eyes, the way they did it back then, how you used to diffuse the oils and extract the oils from the petals from the plant was all done by distillation.
Right.
And the procedure was very long. In today's world, it would be very, very expensive. So they've managed to do to revolutionize the way of extracting the oils today. So it's a lot faster than it was back then. So we, it kind of balances out as the prices go up. They'll try and maintain the price down. They have no choice, because if they want to sell mass and good quality fragrance, they have no choice but to go. And the way they're doing it is through hydro. It's called hydro. Induction, not hydro induction. It's
hydroponics.
No, hydroponics. No, that's
that's something else.
That's something else. Exactly, something else. It's building. It's
now they're even using
plants.
X-ray extractions, right? They're using all kinds of methods.
It's hydro distillation. That's the word I'm looking for. So what they're doing is they found a way now, a more modern way of doing things. That is 3-4 times faster than it was before.
Right.
So now a fragrance, instead of taking maybe 3, 4, 5 days to extract the oil is by heavy machinery is infused differently than it was back then. And you know what? And the raw materials that we have now compared to back then, there's more impurities today than there was back then. Thank you. I'll take one too, please. Okay. So there's a lot of impurities in these oils today because of bad weather and acid rain and all that. So what happens is with high-tech machines, they kind of filter and remove all the impurities off the oils, which is a very good plus on our end. So that's why I believe
for health-wise.
Health-wise, it's.
But what about smell-wise? Like, isn't that where all the good stuff is?
Yes.
Let's say it's like where the pulp.
Yes.
The meat of the fragrance.
It takes 15, 20, 30 days for a perfume to ferment properly.
Right.
And back then everything was filtered by hand. So that's where the difference lies. Today,
now they're triple extracting things.
But if it would be done the old-fashioned way, the price would be even more astronomical. So we have to also count our blessings on this, that we have this technology to keep the price a little bit down. Or else we'd see with all this inflation we have, we see the prices a lot more expensive than they are. There are a lot of companies that are still maintaining their prices, and some of them are absorbing, but they have no choice but to go into these avenues and go look for other suppliers. There are a lot of good perfume makers out there, and it's just to find them. And you'll find them as long as you don't go to the synthetic avenue. Right? We had tried at one point. But you'll know it's like night and day when you really. It's like having a good glass of wine. You'll know the difference when something is done with heart and with passion.
Do you have any opinion about IFRA, the regulation body?
Well, today there's a lot of chemicals in our fragrances.
Do you think they're doing a good thing?
Well,
as far as protecting us, but what about like scent-wise for the perfume?
Well, the scent-wise I don't. That's not where the problem is. You have to understand that the health-wise is my biggest fear. I mean, when you put on a fragrance, you want to put on a fragrance that's made with essential oils,
right?
Or
not the crude materials.
Exactly, because you're applying this on the skin. So what happens? We have our pores are very, very delicate. And you don't want this to go into your bloodstream and have issues with your liver in the long run, because you got to do more detoxes if you're going to go synthetics. So I'm a disbeliever in synthetic fragrances. I'm more into the natural. It might be more costly, but we're getting what we pay for.
Yeah. And we're paying a lot for fragrances today, right?
We're paying a lot.
I mean, as a consumer, as a seller, it might be a little bit better, but
yes and no, because you know what? At the end of the day, you want the customer to go walk away happy.
Right.
So we have fragrances out here, like you said, for $50, $60 that they can walk out with a good essential fragrance, a good fragrance that's gonna last. It might not have the name of cream. You might not have the name of Yves Saint Laurent on the brand, but there are a lot of good fragrances out there. Just for instance, big sellers, Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc has been a big seller since their launch. I mean, they're not super potent, but you know they're brands that are made with passion, and you can tell the packaging is great. I mean, you know, if you want to compare it to Hugo Boss, I find Mont Blanc is more classier than Hugo Boss. Back maybe 10, 15 years ago, when Hugo Boss was a lot better as far as quality. This is to my knowledge. I find that they went too mass.
Hugo Boss is so uninteresting that I don't even realize that they've released something new, or am I inspired to go and smell a lot of their things? Let's go back to Middle Eastern perfume. How do you feel about Middle Eastern perfume versus French? Do you have a preference?
I'm not really a fanatic over. I've always been a fanatic over French perfume, French and Italian perfume.
What about French versus Italian? Do you have a preference?
I still believe that the French perfume.
I mean, you're a little bit biased too, right?
French perfume is French perfume. No matter what you say, the quality is more refined. But Italians have done a great job in the last 15, 20 years. Very, very good job. They have a lot of success, a lot of good winners. I mean,
what do you think the Italian perfume does better than the French?
What do you mean?
Like, in what kind of style? Do they do a bitter citrus? Because a lot of the citruses come from Italy. The flowers come from France.
Yeah, most of the best citrus in the world, whether it's bergamot or lemon, it comes from southern Italy. Even the French buy their oils from there. So we have a few advantages on the fresh and on the fresh side, fresh aquatic, which has been very, very, very popular in the last 10, 15 years. I mean, that's what basically people wear every day. I mean, if you're going to go into powderies and floral family, I think France is on top.
Right.
You know, they're on top because, you know, they have most of the crops. 70% of the raw materials that are in fragrances today come from France. But like I said before, it's the quantity right now. What's selling out there? There's so many brands that the quantity of oil that's being extracted every year seems to be going down because of weather, climate change, and all that. Disasters, natural disasters. So what happens is, even in France, they have to go and fetch oils from different countries. So sometimes the quality is not persistent. It's not the same. When it comes to Italian fragrances, there are a few big houses there that have been very, very successful, and I stand behind them because
what Italian houses stand out to you? Are you a fan of Acqua di Parma?
Acqua di Parma is a very good fragrance. Yeah, very good quality fragrance. You know, and
Are you familiar with Xerjoff?
No.
Their Italian niche brand, or Mosque Milano?
No, I'm very familiar with Euritalia. It's one of my biggest.
Okay. What are some of your favorites from there?
Oh, really? From Italy, that's very successful. I mean, Trussardi for me has always been a big brand for me. Even though we don't have it today, we're still doing very, very well with it. And I have my sources up in Europe. I'll be very honest with you. I got family roots in the perfume industry.
Okay.
Far distant family, and sometimes I get all my top 10 list I have every year. I get them and I bring them down. I'll try them out, and I have a lot of clientele that comes in over here in our place and wants to try something new. Not everybody wants French perfume. There's a lot of people that are like here. I'm based in Montreal. Montreal is a fantastic place for fragrances. Ontario too, but going more west, it gets worse. So this is the place to be. People here buy accessories, they buy shower gels, they buy deodorants.
Yeah.
We are very strong at that.
Yeah, just being here for 2 days, there's a lot of things that I've discovered for the first time I don't have access to in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I hate to do this to you, but it gets done to me all the time, and I'm going to do it. I'm asked, what are your top 10 fragrances of all time? And I'm going to hand that over to you. What are your top 10 fragrances ever? Very briefly. You don't need to go into detail.
My Borsalino has been always in the top. Luciano Pavarotti has always been. I like the Fougères. I like the woody.
Okay.
That's what I like. I like.
So
the heavy
Borsalino.
fragrance. Yeah, heavy.
Somebody mark this down and make a list. Luciano Pavarotti.
Aphrodite Uomo has been our biggest seller. We have lots of Aphrodite. Aphrodite is a big collection.
Aphrodite
we have
Uomo.
we have aquatic. We have woody. We have spicy. We have all kinds of fragrances. We have Fougère and aquatic and fragrances in there. What I'm wearing today is a Night Touch. It's phenomenal. It's doing very well. We launched it about 6 months ago.
Okay.
It's a super fragrance, long lasting, and I mean, look, it's on sale at $130. We do a lot compared to Creed.
Right.
We sell a lot of our brands, and people come in for our Aphrodite bottles, and they've been very loyal to us. You're getting for your money.
Right. You're getting value for your money.
Yes.
Okay. That's three.
Greed is another one. It's one of my biggest sellers out of all.
No, but your personal favorite of all time.
No, that's it.
Okay. Greed, Aphrodite. Okay.
Aphrodite Night Touch. These
Okay.
are my favorites. And the Green Irish Tweed has also been one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's in the top 10. It
Green Irish
might not be the biggest seller.
A gentleman's cologne. Right.
But these are the fragrances that I like when I go out on a nice outing. I like to wear it.
What else do you remember? Things from your youth?
Eau Sauvage.
Okay.
One of my, there's a little history on that. I mean, that was my father's favorite fragrance, so I used to take a lot of his bottles
Okay.
as I was growing up,
Yeah.
And I still today I love the scent of Eau Sauvage. And it reminds me a lot of my Millennium that I carry. It's not as woody as that one there, and it's very particular. I mean, it's a brand that stands out. I mean, Azzaro has always been one of my favorite. I love the scent of patchouli.
And Azzaro Poron?
Azzaro Poron, the classic. It's always been one of my favorites.
Okay.
The patchouli is something that always stung with me, stayed with me, and I love. It's a fragrance that I won't wear it in the day, but it's an good evening fragrance. Or maybe on an occasion, I'll still put it on just for old times.
Okay, that's 7. Give us three more.
Minotaur from Picasso. I've been always a fanatic of that.
All right. And that's a men's release, right?
It's a men's release.
Okay, Minotaur. Is that a Chypre?
No, it's a fresh Chypre.
Okay.
It's citrusy. In the citrus family, and it's a Chypre. It's a little bit woody at the same time. And these are fragrances that I like, and I like the freshness in it because I like, these are fragrances that I will wear for daytime. It's not aquatic, but very close.
Give us 2 more.
Two more. Abbey Rouge from Guerlain.
All right, yes.
These are my fragrances. Boucheron for men. Going back to the Boucheron Classic. I like the Jepur, but the Boucheron Classic has always been.
What genre would that be? Is that a spicy ambery?
Yes, it's a spicy ambery and citrusy at the same time.
Okay.
I like the citrusy as a top note.
All right. What's your favorite Chanel?
Chanel, my favorite Chanel for me, it's gotta be. Well, you know what? Today it's the blue Chanel blue.
Okay.
Blue Chanel is these are
Very
my favorite.
versatile day-to-day perfume, right?
I also like the Antios. Antios has also been one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
It's not a popular scent, but it's also been one of my niche fragrances. I don't wear it as much as I used to ever since Blue Chanel came out. Very good fragrance.
Okay, so we're gonna take a moment and we're gonna show around, some of your products, your items, your vintages.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the day.
Thanks
Thanks
for hosting us. Yeah, that's brilliant. All right, so I'm gonna connect here, and we will start to show some of the store. Let me just give me a moment.
So I'm aware, but maybe if you go to London, men are wearing roses, and women are not. That's the men's roses. Whereas in America, florals are the whole category, right? So maybe in the Middle East, yeah, it smells warm, nutty.
Hello? Do you hear me? Thumbs up if you hear me.
Then it came a point at one point when I was in retail, I love selling. I love to sell behind the counter. And my wife and I been behind the counter.
Hey, how's it going? Good. How are you doing? I'm all right. What's going on? You know, just here at Le Parfumier. Okay. Are you guys getting feedback? Do you hear me? Okay. Where to start? I'm getting the feedback. Do you hear that?
Is your sound off on your phone?
I'm getting the feedback, and I don't know if I should keep going. Okay, where are we going to start? Can I go back here? It's okay if I go back here.
It's all yours.
All right. Do you have a step ladder? I know where I want to go. There's only one place I want to start. And I can't see any questions right now because, okay. So here we got Mahara. There we got Jiki. Some more Jiki. Voldenui. Oh, Nahima. And these bottles are from the 80s, I believe, are they? These gold.
The 80s or early 90s.
Okay. This is a later packaging of Shamad. So these gold boxes are much older. And is this the canister bottle?
So, if you want, we can open it.
Can you open that?
Of course.
Oh, more Jiki. Look at all the good stuff's in the back. And that is so this is a recharge without the canister.
So here is
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. That is the gold canister, 100 ml. This is EDT, I believe. Okay. Nice. These are discontinued and getting hard to find. So we've got Precious Heart here. A lot of you probably don't even know what this is, but I think
Limited edition that came out in.
this was only out for a very few years, maybe a year, and it was quickly discontinued. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a little bit of a mess here. You got a lot of Mahora here. If you like a challenging tuberose, that's what Mahora is. Challenging, and that's another one that was only out for about a year. We got Chamad, very green, galbanum floral. Lots of eau de Guerlain. Oh, I guess that's all Chant de Rome back there. I love these gold boxes. They're beautiful. Imperial. And we got, so I believe these came out in the 2000s, this packaging, and now it's been changed again, correct?
Yeah.
So we got lots of Mitsuko here, Lure Blue, and these are still very good formulations. Jardin Bagatelle.
Actually, if you go behind the Jardin de Bagatelle, we have the old version in the tester box.
Oh, this one right
I'll
here?
open it, yeah. Because it's the first version of
Lots of Jardin de Bagatelle. I actually don't own Jardin de Bagatelle. Oh, right. Okay. Really nice bottle. Guerlain has a thing for really attractive packaging. Champs-Élysées. We got Aqua Allegoria, Orange Magnifique. Lots of Aqua Allegorias. This is, oh, Pampelune. Really nice. Grapefruit. Mathilde Laurent. This is, my eyes are horrible. I can't see, but it doesn't. Oh, lots of insolence. And this has also been changed now. Great violet, powdery violet, iris. Ideal. This has been discontinued. Lots of Ideal here. White floral. Mon Guerlain. Blanc Stone. This has all been repackaged as well. There's Black Perfecto. Discontinued. Le Petit Robe Noir Couture. Discontinued. More couture back there. Lots of black dresses. Okay, Samsara. This is Samsara. Oh, bath. I was thinking it was. These are all bath oils.
that one is bath oil. This one's the eau de toilette. But
Okay.
It's the red bottle. I had opened it.
Okay, no worries. And that is 30 mil. This is the size that I have. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best sandalwoods. It smells like sandalwood oil. Very incensey, floral, jasmine, rose, ylang, iris. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of people call it a huge jasmine bomb, but I think you get a little bit more rose from it. Stunning perfume. You have any more Samsara vintage here? Testers.
We have the transparent bottle, and we even have the.
Okay, right. And these are still very good formulations of Samsara. I'm not sure if this contains the Mysore, but I've got a bottle like this, and it's excellent.
I didn't expect to find this one.
Oh,
I never this one.
right. This has also been discontinued. Un air de Samsara. I guess this is a lighter.
It is powdery.
Yeah. Shalimar Eau de Cologne. Some more. What's this here? This is a recharge?
No, I thought it was, but it's an older version. Look at this
Shalimar.
bottle.
This has also been discontinued. Oh, wow. That's the umbrella bottle. Gorgeous. Look at that. Nice. I wonder if I can turn my camera. Oh, is this better? Can you check the monitor and can you see if I'm in full screen? Daniel, am I in full screen there?
You aren't, but the bottles mostly, yeah.
Okay.
See, there's,
Okay, that's better than like this, right?
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no black space in the side.
Yeah. Let's do this. So that is the umbrella bottle of Shalimar. And this, I mean, these have long been discontinued and hard to find now.
We only
Where did I end off here? There's Coriolan. This is limited edition Coriolan. I'm not sure what that means.
Maybe it's the size. We can open one up.
No, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. We have Coriolan Aftershave. I know there's a lot of Coriolan fans. This is the Eau de Toilette. And also, you know, this survived 1 year before it was discontinued. Very green and mossy. We got Coriolan Testers. Okay, here we have L'Instant. This is the Eau de Toilette. Big boxes, wow. And this is vintage formulation, I believe, of L'Instant. 75 mil. This is deodorant. L'Instant deodorant. More deodorant. More L'Instant in the back. Also Eau de Toilette. Very spicy patchouli. A dandy gentleman perfume. We've got vetiver. There is the glass, the ribbed vetiver. Do you have any more bottles?
Yeah, I even have.
And this is glorious. This is a pre-2000s bottle. There you go. Oh, yes. Gorgeous tester bottle. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it's one of the greatest perfumes ever created.
And we have this. This is also vintage.
Oh, darn. Look at that. Gorgeous. That's a tester, right?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. We've got Homme, Guerlain Homme. This is Terry Wasser's first release for Guerlain. L'Homme Ideal Cologne. Okay, these have been discontinued as well, right? Cologne. We have the Eau de Toilette, the Parfume. It's all modern stuff you can still get everywhere. Abbé Rouge. I see an older Abbé Rouge right here.
That's the Eau de Cologne.
This is vintage Abbé Rouge. Abbé Rouge was originally released in Eau de Cologne, and this is I'm not sure if it's an original, but this is, you know, one of the earliest versions of Abbé Rouge. Do you have anything else? And
I do have them in the testers. If you want to look at the bottle.
And I believe this is the first Eau de Toilette release of Abbé Rouge.
This is the Eau de Cologne bottle.
Oh, damn! Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Very nice. And I'm sorry we're making a little bit of a mess, but
no, don't worry.
Thank you for allowing us to be here.
Don't worry about it.
Say hi to Catherine, everybody.
Hi guys. Hi everyone. There you go.
And this is okay. Again, the first version of Abbé Rouge in Eau de Toilette. And this is a little bit more animalic than what's on the counters today. Aldehydes are popping. The patchouli is a little bit more noticeable. Okay, where else can we move here? What?
I'm just gonna show you the Show Me More
Oh,
bottle.
okay, all right.
This
Beautiful,
is a
yes.
Beautiful bottle.
Beautiful. Love this. Okay.
Ciao,
else?
grazie.
There is somebody was asking about Kenzo. Is that vintage Kenzo Poirot?
The tester is, I believe I have a few of each version actually. The new
Okay.
and the old.
Do you just want to like tag along with me and tell me what you have in vintage?
Well, I know. Do you want to smell some stuff? Like I can show you some vintages.
Sure.
That you haven't seen. Like I
Okay.
know you haven't smelled the L'Homme de Roger Gallet.
Sure. Let's go there.
I showed it earlier. L'Homme by Roger and Gallet.
Okay.
Carry some stuff with us. All right.
And it smells vintage. It has that. It's recognizable as vintage. Mossy, vetiver, patchouli. Very green. Very masculine. Like,
That it is. Very old school.
okay.
What else do you want me to show you? We have the Boss Elements. Actually, we have the Tester of the Armani for
Okay.
vintage. I'll show you both bottles, both the older and the newer bottle.
You know what I'm going to do? Give me a moment because I can't read the comments right now. I'm going to invite Rich Mitch on, and that way he can speak to us as well. Rich, wait for the link. Give me a moment, please.
Opium floral. I have the original one. I have a vintage one, but that's like the other packaging. My question is, of course, the older, but there's also the old saffron, which I've never been able to.
Come on, Rich. Come on, Rich Mitch.
Because I've never seen a tester on it anywhere.
I have it, but that's it.
Yeah,
I don't
so
have
that's the thing. I like the original, but I don't know if it's worth buying the Perfume if I own the original. It's close enough. Okay.
I don't know. I know Rich.
She just told me
I
this.
haven't smelled it. No, it's not fun, and we have it aside from him, actually.
I wonder if he's in duck jail.
I have both of those, the current and the older, and I can tell you, like, the close, the older is nicer, noticeable. But I just was curious if I've never smelled the other perfume, and I don't know if it's like how much better.
I'm not sure. It's been so long.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Smell smell. This one's been asking.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. What's up?
All right.
All right. So I'm going to
Yeah,
I think it's really nice, more nutty wood.
hang on a second.
You're gonna do. Hello.
Okay. Now I can hear you. And I'm just going to go around with the camera, and I'm going to ask you to just kind of share your thoughts or read out comments of what people want to see.
Okay. I know what I want you to smell.
I do. Small toe. Catherine, do you have a tester of small toe? All right. She's already got it. Like,
already in my hands.
she's all right.
Ready to go.
Perfect.
Ready to go.
And you know what, Rich?
Excellent.
It's everything I would expect it to be. It's like exactly how you described. Green, rich, floral, mossy. It's like every other 80s Chypre, I gotta say. I mean, I would have to wear it properly to discern any nuances. What's that?
This is the box.
Okay, that's the
Smalto.
box. Small toe. I saw a comment asking if you have vintage Minotaur.
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay.
I do.
Can we see it? I can reach for it if
It's
it's
a top shelf. I don't know.
okay. Let's get this here.
I can have a vintage display of Minotaur.
So is this the vintage right here?
The one that's open on the right, yes.
That's Minotaur? Okay, here we go.
Minotaur. Rah.
Minotaur?
Never heard of it. Well, I have heard of it, but I didn't know. I don't know anything about it.
Is there anything else you want to see, Rich?
Have they got Gianfranco Ferre for men?
Small, but you don't love it. This is my collection.
So this is a clean Chypre.
Which one?
Minotaur.
Oh, the Minotaur.
This is nice. This is like a Chypre with a nice creamy vanilla in the base. It's like a fresh Chypre. Interesting. It's like a Chypre that's actually different.
A sheep that's actually different. It's unheard of.
No, all these 80s Chypres, they smell like. Okay, what
No
was
one
it
would've-
you're asking about?
Oh, very.
So Can you smell Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels?
Tsar?
Have they got it?
I'll wait for Catherine to come back.
Okay.
Give the bottle.
Yeah.
You see that, Rich?
Yeah, I see that. That's for men. What size is that?
This is the 125 ml.
Wow,
125.
that's like sought after.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got Insensé.
There you go. And Salsa. Yeah, they have. Here we go.
Insensé is beautiful. Have you smelled Insensé?
Yeah, I have. Once.
It's lovely.
Vintage Monsieur Givenchy.
That
Okay.
Monsieur. Have you smelled
Yeah.
the Monsieur de Givenchy?
I haven't, but the fair is really nice.
Yeah, the fair air is really nice. Yeah, Thomas loves it.
It's really nice. It's very classic, very traditional. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's
that
Vetiver
Monsieur.
there. Look at that.
Yeah, the Givenchy's Vetiver.
Yeah,
I've never smelled it, but apparently it's quite nice.
and there's just like there's stacks of it back here.
Have you smelled the vintage Polo yet?
No, I haven't. But Polo's here. I don't know what. I don't know how to. What defines vintage here? Like, how would you?
I put it aside.
It's Cosme.
Complicated.
What is
Cosme.
this spelling? Okay.
That is the Monsieur by Givenchy.
Okay. Very crisp. Is there a vetiver in here? Rich?
Sorry, is the Vetiver in that? I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's a lot of citrus and musk.
Yeah, it smells very crisp. Citrus
Yeah.
and vetiver.
Okay, so this is the vintage
That's
Polo.
vintage Polo.
One that everyone raves about.
Oh man. It smells like a leather castor ashy bomb.
Like it.
Yeah, I do. It smells like my uncle or something, but I like it.
That's
No,
right.
I like it a lot. It's very resinous. It reminds me of a bushy forest.
A bushy forest.
Right.
Monsieur.
Where's that? This is the vintage.
New and the vintage version for you to compare.
So how do you tell like the vintage from the modern?
It shows on the label that it's from Cosmer. I mean, you need a magnifying glass for that, but it's
Yeah.
it's by Cosmer.
Yeah, the Cosmo version's the vintage. It's from the 80s, from the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, and it's the best version.
It's not easy to tell because even the barcodes, everything is identical to the boxes. There's
Right.
no difference. When looking at the box, you can't tell.
And this
Yeah.
smells like Italian perfume to me when I've got this on the strip right now. Armani. What's this called?
Armani Eau Pura.
Okay. Armani Eau Pura, and it's like it's all citrus, like refined citrus, classic, gentlemanly cologne.
Yeah. The
Formulated version just to get a comparison between the two.
Right. Okay.
has she got a vintage? Has she got a vintage Givenchy gentleman?
Gentleman.
I have one bottle left in the vintage gentleman.
You'd like that? It's a pissy patchouli. You'd absolutely love it. Very scratchy.
Okay.
I think you'd really like that. Has she got a tester of it?
No tester.
The last
Oh, I was gonna say you would like that though. That's really good.
I think there's something here you might like, Rich.
Go on, then.
Kenneth Cole.
Kenneth Cole.
Yeah. You like
Not a
Kenneth
big fan
Cole,
of
don't
Kenneth.
you?
No, I'm not a big fan of Kenneth Cole.
Kenneth Cole reaction. Come on, you were telling me the other day you loved like Kenneth Cole New York and
Shut up.
David
I don't like-
Beckham.
Shut up.
Vera
I'm trying to
Wang.
think of what else you
Oh.
should try.
Now,
This
you
is
know
a
what?
classic.
This was one of my first perfumes that I purchased for myself.
Yeah,
Is that a Cosmere version?
Yes, that is a Cosmere.
Yes. Can I have one of those in 125 ml, please?
Sure.
She's putting this
Thank
aside
you.
for you. Yeah.
She's got two other things aside
This
for us
one
as
that
well.
you don't see anymore.
Oh, look at this
What's
appetizer.
that?
Oh, I gotta go, guys.
Ooh.
Bye. Yes.
The test is probably
What's
on
that?
it.
Quorum.
Have
Are
you
you
smelled
familiar?
Quorum before?
Are you familiar with Quorum?
Yeah, I've got a vintage.
This Canon. That's the vintage Canon. The first edition, I believe, it was first made in Canada, and then it was bought out by an American company, and it was reformulated.
Now we're talking, guys.
Do you remember this? Animal?
Have they got high karate?
Sorry?
Have they got high karate?
Do you have high karate?
No.
That's a shame. High karate's a legend. I'm trying to think of what else.
Oh, this looks familiar. This donut bottle.
Bijon. That's nice. That's a
Yeah.
big oak moss bomb as well. Yeah, it's really nice. Have you smelled the Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels yet?
Not yet. Not yet. Czar by Van Cleef and Arpels. Okay, I like that. I like the Bijon.
Yeah, the Bijon's great.
And here
Are they the Creeds?
Here's the Creeds. I
Oh
like
my
this.
God.
I like this a lot. This.
The Bijon, yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
It is beautiful. Yeah. Okay, you tell me if anything stands out here.
I can't see. Hold on a second. I just need to turn me light up a bit.
Venetia.
Venetia, that's discontinued, long gone. There's a Ventus for her. Have they
I'm
got the
having trouble
120
hearing you.
ml bottle?
I'm having trouble
You
hearing.
haven't? Can you hear us now?
Got you. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me just do something here.
Should we smell some coffee beans?
No, I'm okay. I'm good. So we got original Santal. This, I don't know what this is.
That's Royal Delight.
What's that?
Creed Royal Delight.
Never heard of it.
Neroli Sauvage.
I'll have to smell it. The Royal Delight.
What's
I don't
that?
need to smell it.
What's that one called?
That's Jasmine Imperatrice Eugenie. I've actually got a bottle of this.
Oh, yeah.
I do, yeah. That's a
Do you like
nice
it?
Jasmine Sandalwood. Jasmine Sandalwood.
This is the vintage bottle, so.
What's that?
The Jasmine Imperatrice.
Oh, I've
Eugenie.
got a bottle of this.
This is the vintage
Yeah.
version.
Very nice powdery floral.
Amazing.
They've got
Ask them about Green Valley.
original vetiver. Yes. Okay, I'll talk to them after stream.
Okay.
What's this here?
Royal Water.
I don't know.
Royal water. We've got
Himalaya, lovely. Do you know what the good thing is about the Creeds they've got? They're in the old size bottles,
right.
so they're much better formulations than the 50 and the 100 ml bottles.
Okay, Virgin Island water. And we've got, is that
Ventus. We only have the newer sizes in that one.
okay?
No. Yeah, the Ventus is quick. Oh, there's a Millésime Imperial. What size is that?
This one,
120.
that's 120. I've never seen the 120 in gold bottle.
Oh, it's old. It's from
I
the
thought
90s.
gold only came in the 75 ml.
But back in the 90s, it came in the gold.
Okay,
gold bottle.
all right. I didn't know that.
Have they got more gold bottles of Millésime Imperial
I
in the
have
125?
them in the testers available.
She has them in testers.
Okay, no problem.
There's 50.
I don't think. Well, the 75 ml.
That's okay, as
I don't
long as
have
they
much
know you
stock,
have it.
But
You
I
don't-
do have in the
Okay.
tester bottles.
and you have more of the GIT and holy
That's a
250
ml.
ml.
Wow.
This is beyond my.
If you want, we'll take it out. It's a nice.
Okay, sure. Let's have a look at it.
That's the good thing about the Creeds. The Creeds aren't sealed, so you can just open them at will.
I know. They They've only recently started sealing them.
Really? I didn't know they'd done that.
So it's a splash bottle, 250
Wow.
ml green Irish tweed.
Look at it. Vintage as well.
Yep.
Ah.
That doesn't say. From the 2000s, though. It's not.
Do you have any other fancy bottles back there?
Well, I did bring out the Tsar that I
Okay.
did want to show you, but in Crete,
In Creeds.
the SC Aluminium, even this one's very popular in the Creed as a vintage. The
Oh,
Buds
Bois de
Portugal.
Portugal.
Ah.
Smell it.
Gorgeous.
Smell it and compare it to the modern one.
I don't have one.
And I had a viewer send me a brand new full bottle of Bois de Portugal. And I actually met him yesterday in Etiquette, and he brought me a sample of a Henry Jacques.
Henri Jacques.
Yeah, he brought me some oil to try out. So
Yeah,
shout
those
out to
Henri
him.
Jacques
I
are
don't think he wants
expensive.
to be
Famous.
revealed, but shout out to you, my friend.
Outrageous. Have they got royal? Have they got Royal English leather?
No, but they've got some Royal Oud, Royal English leather, got Viking. So they've got what a Portugal and it's all 75 mils. It looks
And
like.
this SC Aluminium we have, but only in testers.
She's got Acer aluminum, the one
Ooh.
Randy was talking about on Friday night.
Yeah, SC Aluminium's like sought after.
That's the banana ylang, the metallic banana.
Did she say she doesn't have any Royal English leather?
No
No.
Royal English leather.
Okay.
So okay, let's go to the Tsar.
I'll respray it. So we have every version of Tsar. This is the
Oh.
first ones.
The first one's outrageous. The first one's brilliant. The dark green bottle.
Look at this. So we've
Oh, they've
got
got the vintage Caron pour on as well.
there's that.
Have they got any Have they got any Yadigan?
Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Hold your horses. Okay.
I'm keen. I'm keen.
I'll have you smell it. We're going into green zone.
Have you smelled that? That's lovely.
This
Vanilla and
is
lavender.
this is vintage, I believe.
80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have. Is that
Oh,
what you're
Yadigan?
looking for?
Yeah. Is it the vintage?
I'd have to do my research on that one.
Third man,
Not the third one. What's that?
Oscar de la Renta.
Ah, Paul away. That's for men. Paul away. The box is nice.
I'm not sure what this is. No, there's Lapidus up there.
Is another rare one.
Lapidus. Oh God. That's the one. Like that's what you want. Oh, mustache.
Yeah.
Rocha's butt plug.
You like that, right?
Not for me, no.
I'm gonna get you one for Christmas.
For Christmas.
Right.
That's a lot. My birthday's before Christmas, though.
I'll get you two.
All right. Two?
Sorry.
How am I going to do with two?
Oh, I'm smelling Tsar.
So
It's
this is
so
this
rich.
version. This is the first one.
That's it.
Yes.
Tony, do you
How
wear
much is
Tsar?
that?
Really?
That's another one of my favorites. And before you were telling me about Creed, one of my favorites has been all time, and also the Bois de Portugal. Because you got me off guard before.
Right.
Bois de Portugal and Tsar is one of my favorites. Yeah, he got me really out of nowhere, and I
I
wasn't.
tried to
expecting
pull as much as I could out of you, and you know the limited time that we
you
have.
should have prepared me about this because I should have got me.
I like surprising
I
people.
love it. I'll forgive you.
You know, we'll be back though.
No,
we'll be
this is
back
great.
sometime.
Anytime you want. You're
But this Tsar is beautiful,
it's fantastic. This is a fragrance is
It's so
one
rich
of
and
my
deep.
all-time favorite.
and it feels like it's layered. Like
Yes. and that's I got 3 different versions. I don't know if we have them all here.
We do, but they're sealed.
They're sealed, yeah. That's the best
That's the
one.
first version.
That's okay. I don't need to smell every one, but I've got that for reference.
It's beautiful.
If you take down the
I've got it.
you can smell it.
Okay, I've got a bottle of the current Poronom, and I think it's beautiful.
The vintage one's really nice as well. Catherine, how much is the 100 ml of the Czar?
The lavender is unreal. It's like I've got a lavender stem in my hand, not a test strip.
In a lavender field.
Right. It's like I've picked a fresh leaf of lavender. Unreal. Even the aromatic spices are kicking that I haven't never noticed before.
Eugene, ask how much the Czar is. The vintage one, the big green bottle for 100 ml.
We'll get back to you, Rich. Make a list of anything, and we'll do the pricing after.
Okay. There's June. Is that vintage June?
Yes.
Well, it says Christian Dior. It's an older.
Yeah.
June.
So that's older June. That's really sought after as well. The older ones.
Even
The new
higher
one's nice.
Vintage.
Higher.
Higher
Wow.
energy that came after.
Do you have vintage Eau Sauvage?
I do. I don't have one opened, I think.
Okay.
But this is a
the
little set. It's actually a cute little set that comes with the whole kit.
What size is this?
This is a 10 ml. I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 10 ml comes with the shower gel, all the products.
That smells amazing. Do you have any Fahrenheit Absolute?
No.
Is this your purse?
No. It's Eau Sauvage, actually, the vintage. If you want, we'll take
Are you
it out.
kidding?
This is a vintage.
Came in a leather bag like that?
It's a gift set.
Look at this.
Eugene, you've got to buy that.
Look at the little handle. It's so cute.
Oh!
And I thought this was somebody's purse there.
Yeah, we just left it there. You know.
Ah!
So you have the shower gel. Here, I'll put it here. Comes with the 100 ml.
I've never seen this before.
Really? Eugene, you've got to get that bag. It's awesome.
I'm having a hard time focusing, but they get the idea. It's okay. They get the gist of it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have.
Do you want to put those back before we
Yeah.
lose track of them?
I'll put them in the top.
That man bag is
There's a
awesome.
lot going on here.
Look at all the YSL. Oh, they've got the vintage chorus.
Richie Rich.
Actually, Alex, can you give me the chorus listed on the counter?
Look at all the vintage chorus. What's that? Oh, chorus. Now the testers.
So I found out that this is not a Sanofi version. It's the version before Sanofi.
Oh, Parfum's cool.
Exactly.
Look, you know what that is.
Here, the tester. I mean, this is our tester. If you
Wow.
want to see this one.
Do you want to smell it? Go on, Eugene. Smell the Parfum's cool.
No, I don't want to smell this. This I have.
Do it.
Do it. Smell it.
Do it. Smell the
Okay,
smell the
let's-
original.
So, this is the Parfum Corp
Like
version.
bleach. I always get bleach off the top of this. Soapy white. Unreal. I don't think my version is much different than this.
No, it is. It's hugely different. You need to smell it all the way through. You need to smell it all the way through. You'll smell the definitions
This
better.
is for vintage
The-
opium. We have Body Curas vintage. This one's nice. I'll have this one.
Yeah, I love body chorus as well. It's beautiful. Look at that. They've got live jazz and jazz. Jazz is beautiful.
That's
Have you smelled
really
jazz
nice.
before, Eugene?
Yeah, I used to have a bottle.
Yeah, jazz is really nice.
I like that. That's really pretty. I mean, not pretty. It's really nice.
Audrey Jane wants a vintage bottle of chorus.
This one's nice as well. The opium.
What is this?
After
Well, that's yeah, it's the aftershave. It's a beautiful bottle though.
It is. That's heavy. That feels like. I'm going to apply this.
Go on. That store's going to reek of Koros now.
Oh Lord.
How many sprays did you just put on?
4.
Oh God!
I'm in a perfume shop. What do you do in a perfume shop?
Not 4 sprays of Koros. You need to go to the moon if you're going to spray 4 sprays of Koros.
You know what? This is sweet, eh?
What's sweet?
Opium.
Opium.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really
is that
sweet.
anise at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a big, huge blast of sweet anise. Okay. What else do we have here? Is there anything you want to see here?
This one's also
Oh yeah.
Gucci
There's.
Coram too.
You just got this, didn't you?
Yes, I just got that. Yes. I got a bottle of it. It's beautiful. Have they got the Gucci Pour on one?
Do you have the? 1 second. The place is starting to fill in. There's people coming.
No
Do you
way.
have Gucci Pour on one?
I don't.
She does not. Okay.
Oh no.
And this is a nice tea, tobacco,
Yeah.
citrusy violet. Nice office
So-
fragrance.
Have they got the vintage Paco Rabanne Pour on?
I do. I only have a 50 ml eau de toilette splash bottle.
Okay. You haven't got a tester?
No, it's my last bottle.
They've got the O.
All right. The O's really nice. It's like a salty melon. It smells like skin at the beach.
Right.
You know, like if you've been in the water and maybe it's like you've eaten a melon. It's like that. Ask Catherine if those Invictus. It's not for me, but I think a lot of people will be interested. If how old those Invictus are, because the Invictus from 2016 is meant to be really sought after.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Do you have any of this older Invictus?
The Invictus, no. Why they changed something too?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, there was a 2016 and a 2018, and the 2016 is really sought after.
I mean, this one is an older packaging.
She says this is older packaging.
I don't know the year of it yet.
Have you got the batch code? And I'll check it.
Nah, there's no batch code here.
There's no batch code on the bottom.
Dude, I'm not searching Invictus batch codes.
I mean, some people would like. I wouldn't personally, but some people are into that. And the 2016 is much sought after. Like I said,
I will show you this batch code. Look at this.
Which batch code is it? The batch code.
We've
It's a
got
lovely batch code.
look, Joey Cannoli is here. Look at this.
No, cannolis.
Lick the cannoli.
Do not lick the cannolis.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got pizza and bread with like olive oil and what is on there? Herbs and spices.
Oregano, Italian herbs.
Under the counter, more perfume everywhere.
We have even all the parties are here. I don't have the classic. Oh wait, actually, is this a tester? No, this is for sale. This one's a tester. If you want, I'll have you smell it. The Trisardi Uomo vintage. This one was a hit.
It's Hitachi.
Insane. Oh, look at the Pinot. The pine.
Oh my God, no. Where's Serapio? Is Serapio here?
He's right here.
It's right there in front of where he's hiding in plain sight.
So this is the vintage Rockford.
Are you familiar with this?
Atkinson.
I'm not familiar with this, no,
You don't
but
find
I've heard
it
that it's meant to be
anywhere.
amazing.
Like this is the packaging. You can't find it anywhere.
It looks so vintage, the packaging as well, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah. Polar bears.
There's the Borsalino. Have you smelled the Borsalino?
I have not.
The Borsalino. Smell the female one as well. I think you'd really like the female Borsalino.
Well, I just saw something that's
Female Borsalino, I'll go get it. It's on the other side.
okay.
Please. What did you say? What did you say?
I'll get to it. I'm looking for it. I just saw it a moment ago, like from the corner of my eye.
That Alfred Song's really nice as well.
This here?
Yeah, that's really nice. It's dead soapy. It's like Paco Rabanne, but it's a little bit more soapy. It's really nice.
Okay.
What did you say?
Oh,
Pretty
look at that
moods.
bottle.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bottle, isn't it?
Right, it is gorgeous.
It's an amazing bottle. If you get it in your hands, feel it in your hands. It feels amazing.
It's like it looks like a
Like a
woman's
woman.
torso, and she's wearing some kind of a
Hat. Yeah, because that's what Borsalino are known for. That's like their main business is hats. They're like a hat company that released a perfume. Have you smelled it though?
No, I'm gonna smell it right now.
You need to smell that Prettier Moods as well, because that's like a spicy patchouli. You'd love it.
I get a lot of white florals from this.
What, from the Borsalino?
From the Borsalino. Is it tuberose?
I don't think so. I don't know. I know that it's floral.
Oh, that's what I saw. This is what I saw.
Aha!
Corner of my eye.
There he is.
Ta-da! And it just goes back.
Oh, they've got so much, thank God. I'll be back for more Pavarotti.
So what'd you say I need to smell? Moods?
Crittia Moods and the Borsalino Donna. And the Borsalino Forum. Borsalino Donna.
What do you see here, Rich?
What do I see here? Where? What do I see? There's Malto and Smolto. Malto by Smolto is quite nice. A little bit fruity. I'm not sure how you'd take to it, but I think it's lovely.
So this is really nice too. Yeah.
The Critsia?
Yeah.
You see what I was saying?
Right. Really deep. Come, hi. Come.
Sit.
He's not.
Oh, sit. Good girl. Give me your paw. Sit. Lie down.
Well, a good dog.
Roll over, but there's no Good girl.
Good dog. She is a good girl.
She's licking the stream.
She's licking the stream, that's right. She's licking the stream. Oh, Eugene.
Dude, that chorus is immense. It's just radiating off of my skin.
It's massive, isn't it?
It is.
That's probably what's scaring the dog.
Right.
The dog probably come in and was like, oh my God, who sprayed the Parfume core?
Where's the skunk? The dog's asking, where's the skunk?
This dog is chasing the skunk, that's right. What we've got, there's the arm off. Oh no.
Let's get my blowtorch out.
That's right.
Right?
Again.
Hi, puppy.
Hello. Who's that curly girly?
Get away from me, you coral skunk.
If you want to do channel Soprani active,
Oh,
this is one of
that
the
looks very.
the distributor for.
That looks very Art Deco.
Look at the box.
Right? This smells different.
It's called
Wow.
Active. by the
Active.
channel.
I love that bottle. That bottle's like very interesting to me. That look at the lines on it. You don't see bottles like that now, do you?
No. No, it's cut like a diamond.
Yes, that's right. That's that right. Vintage dog.
Well, L'Uomo by Trussardi.
And right away, like I didn't know what you sprayed, but it smelled Italian to me.
Yes, the Uomo.
Right.
That's not Uomo by Trussardi, is it?
No, it's
not the one I know.
L'Uomo, yeah.
L'Uomo.
Like the,
Have they got the vintage Trussardi Uomo in the plastic casing?
the fresh
That's another
crisp?
version.
You just get like smacked with fresh, crisp citruses.
Yeah, it's Italian, very Italian. We've got some Gucci.
Oh yeah, there's Gucci.
Gucci Pour en Deux for the people who want Pucci. Pucci Gueron Pour. Huh? Foot. That's like 3 bottles they've got, plus a tester. People should
It
be
looks
jumping
like
on that.
50 mLs back there.
Well, the
Is that 50?
beautiful.
Yeah.
50 and 100 ml.
Even though the fact that they can still get it,
Right?
like the fact that it's still there is a miracle. What were you going to smell? Oh, there's D squared potion. That's like disappeared as well. Have they got vintage Aramis?
Vintage which?
Aramis.
Aramis.
Aramis?
Have only the Devon.
Okay, so I'll show you the.
Oh,
Have I showed this already?
What are these? Devon. Tuscany per Uomo.
Do they have a tobacco?
Yes, it's Havana.
Do you have Havana? No Havana.
We had it.
Tobacco. Tobacco.
This one's vintage.
Is that vintage tobacco?
In the front? Yeah, the brown box. Yes.
Is that the modern Verts version?
Even these gift sets actually are vintage tobacco.
Look how vintage it is.
Right?
It's
No.
got straw.
Colors.
It's
This
got
is where-
straw.
When browns were in style,
That's right.
it's like when plastic on top of furniture was in style too.
Yes, and shoulder pads. Oh, there's so much tobacco. How old was the brown bottles? How old are the brown bottles of
Vintage.
modern Verts?
This is what it smells like. There's the bottle in the box. Okay. Universo by Cody.
It's
Have
kind
they
of
got cheaper?
and citrusy.
That's like a cool water.
Yeah, like she said, cool water vibe. That's exactly what I get. Very citrusy,
Yeah.
fresh, clean. I don't know. Some of you guys enjoy this stuff here. One man show. Bogart.
How much is their vintage Koros?
Rich, write it down and I'll get back to you. So we don't do
Okay.
pricing right now.
Those are all the black stem Dior
These
There's
are-
no more silver stems.
Okay, and these are all
Dior Sport.
2012s.
I believe so.
So what did I ask to price? I forgot.
Gross.
Is anybody in the chat?
Yes, for Koros and I think some Creeds.
Yes, that's right.
Mark it down.
I'm writing it down. That's what I'm doing. Koros.
I have the Sauvage. I'll show it to you.
Go on, then.
The vintage Sauvage.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. You know, this smells Italian too, kind of. Like the
Yeah, it's very fresh.
yeah, the fresh
Yeah.
citruses.
Have the citruses held up? Like, can you smell like the citruses?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
It's,
Yeah,
all
it's because they
citrus.
store them properly.
It's beautiful. Like,
Yeah, it's a beautiful
fantastic.
bottle. Beautiful.
Put that one on the side
Yeah.
for me.
Are you keeping? No, you're getting that one. Good lad. What else was I going? What else? If the people in the chat can help us, what else was I saying? I wanted prices on. I can't remember now.
I can't see the chat, so I can't respond to anyone.
I know I'm invoking the chat now. Czar, the Czar. That's right. Yes, well done. Whoever said Czar.
Boss Elements. If you want to smell this one.
Boss Elements. That's right. That's lovely as well.
Or the papers. Backward. They moved it here. Where the mullettes?
Put the glass on the other side.
Yeah, that Eau Sauvage. I'm hanging on to this. It's really nice. Smell that vintage Eau Sauvage. There's this Daniel. Say hello to Daniel.
Oh, Daniel,
The Extreme?
are you having a good time, Daniel?
Like the
Extreme.
1966 Eau
The black
No,
Sauvage.
that's the also
Oh,
that
just the
classic.
classic. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember it's like lemon, rosemary, leather.
Would you
And,
say the citrus is held up in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well.
Absolutely.
I think because it's not like a bright, punchy citrus, it's almost like a rindy kind of citrus, and it has not aged at all, or it hasn't turned at all.
Great.
Yeah.
This is Boss Elements.
There's something in here that
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on, since I'm here.
offends me. I'm
Rich
so
just
offended.
asked me yesterday. Oh no, it's aftershave. Darn, okay. I know, Rich. You asked me just yesterday about this one. I have
Yes,
this
please.
aftershave.
Right.
I have to check for the eau de toilette. I'll still get back to you on that one.
All right. Thank you.
I saw that. I got excited.
Rich.
Capucci. Is that Capucci Parfume a vintage?
Yes.
Is it a spray?
This one's a splash. I have the aftershave balm. I believe it's splash only. Oh wait, it says spray. Hold on. Oh no, it's a splash bottle.
Oh no. I've got it. It's lovely though. It's really nice. That's what Thomas. That's Eugene. That's what Thomas said. He bought a bottle of that last night.
Right.
It's really nice. A proper Italian cologne.
Does this ring a bell for you? The Cardin?
No,
That's
I know they've got Cardan, but people are asking if they have the Baldessarini Eau de Cologne by Hugo Boss.
Yes. I even have
Do-
the silver metal bottle. I have even the refills for the metal bottle. It's this one here.
Wow.
Ask my parents. They said that.
There you go, Fidder. There's somebody else was asking for it as well. Oh no, it was
One
Fidder.
up.
Sorry, mate. That's immense.
Oh wow. Okay.
Good lad, Fidder. You've sold a bottle of that. You've sold a bottle of that to Fidder. He asked us 2 or 3 times, and he's like, he wants it. That stuff is rare as hen's teeth.
Ta-da!
This is the good thing as well for about buying it. Like when you're not buying it off eBay, when you're buying it off like Le Parfumier, you know everything's held up. You know, like
Right.
that Eau Sauvage.
Right.
Like you know that all the notes are intact.
Yeah.
He's gravitated back to the girl on, has he? No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he has,
We
sorry.
started with Guerlain.
That's right, we did. We did.
Magic. Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. Looks like, are these all the colognes all in the back here?
Very possible.
Fidder, I would just
Like,
go
is
on the
there-
website, just
is there
go on to Le
anything
Parfumier.
hidden back here, like some kind of
This bottle, the
magic
tester,
witchcraft potion or something?
which is this bottle here of Shalimar.
Oh, okay. And this is a recharge, right? Or the toilette. Probably from one of the older canister bottles. That's what I believe that is.
We have the pure perfume in Shalimar. I mean, we have testers in a bunch. Somebody had asked about heritage. Did we look at that one
Oh,
before?
that
Yeah, I have
is
one,
Heritage Eau de Toilette.
Can you give me the heritage on the cover?
Wow.
You want to smell it? I have it.
No, I've got a bottle of this. Do you have one with the full packaging with the?
No,
with
I
the
don't
cap?
have anymore. I only have tester bottles left.
Okay, and this stuff is gold.
Eugene,
Yeah.
what's Nahima like?
Nahima?
Yeah.
It's a very dark aldehydic rose chypre, fruity, plum. or peach. I think it's got peach. But there is a bottle of Nehima up there.
Really?
I did see a bottle of Nehima, maybe even one in the older packaging, I believe.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's golden, like it's priceless, is what it is.
Yeah. Audrey, there's your answer.
I've smelled it. I know it. There it is.
Nehima.
Is it just a refill? Does it come with the
This is a refill, I believe.
Okay, does it come with the gold, like the gold sheath?
Not this one. So it says.
Does she have any?
I might have to check. I don't know. It could be here, but
This is the one Turin says. Luca Turin says it's the rose with no rose in it, but I disagree. I don't believe that.
this one I think was another limited edition.
I can't read the back of this, but what do you have?
This is another one. Lovely cherry blossom.
Okay,
Limited edition. Came out for a little while and that was it.
cherry blossom. This is now back in their exclusive range, selling for like $400 a bottle.
What size is the Nehima that they've got?
This size, I'd have to see what sizes I do have. This one
I'm
I
gonna
believe
guess
is a 50.
50 ml.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 50 ml. I do. You asked me last time about vintage Calvin Kleins. I have the Crave.
Are any of the escapes or infinities or eternity infinities?
Eternity for women. I have it in the 50 ml.
Vintage?
The tester is a vintage.
Does make sure to do the same.
Do you have vintage?
By Corin.
No,
Is that a vintage obsession?
I mean, not sure how to tell, but I'm not
If
sure.
anyone can tell, let us know.
Could be the testers, but the regular stock isn't. Unless I have a
Okay.
tester. No, I don't have a tester available. That could have been vintage. So if there's a way to know, I'm not sure. Doesn't have much details on it here. I do. Do you want to look at some of the Versace?
There it is. Is that everything you're getting?
Black jeans, yellow jeans, green jeans, metal
You got
jeans,
red jeans.
white jeans. We have all
Red
jeans.
jeans. All the
Slit
jeans.
cut jeans, boot cut jeans,
Jean shorts.
yeah. Eugene's.
New jeans. That's right.
Oh, they've got vintage Dreamer. Look at that. Is this?
The
this is
vintage.
not- hang on, this is a cream or
But I do
something.
have it here.
Oh, look at this. And she comes in. Is this vintage?
Yeah, that's one of my collectors. I got two of them like this.
Look, Tony's back. Look at
This
that.
is that's their.
He
old
comes and
book.
goes like the wind,
If you
the
look at this one
Tuscany
here,
wind.
this is from Gianni Versace when he was still alive.
What do you think of Johnny Versace?
Really bad. What happened? Really, really bad. We lost a big icon. Yeah.
Right.
He was right from my hometown where I was born.
Okay.
My father was born.
Right.
Yeah.
Great designer.
Great designer, one of the best that we've ever had, and just
If he were able to come back today and see his brand, what do you think he would say?
you know what, his brand did not do bad. I mean, there was some ups and downs over the turmoil of the family, but I mean, it still turned out to be a big mega empire.
How do you think Donatella continued the brand?
She did a good job.
Yeah.
She did a good job. Look, she sold it, made a lot of money. She sold it to Michael Kors.
Right.
Lots of money.
Okay.
They'll live happily ever after.
They will, absolutely, yeah.
But the Versace empire was Gianni Versace.
Absolutely, yeah.
Great man. Never
An
met
icon.
him, but, I knew a lot about him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like, look at the packaging to
This is the
yeah,
blonde.
like this is insane. And this was totally his style, right? There's a huge reflection here of what he used to do.
Haute couture. I mean, this is awesome.
Blonde's quite nice.
Like, look at that
Yeah.
packaging.
Look at the bottle.
We have the same.
And, you know, for back in the days, this for me is why. Look at this. This is art.
Yeah,
These are-
And look at
absolutely.
the cap.
These are
Crystal.
these bottles here are Lalique bottles, by
Yeah.
the way. These are
Yeah,
Lalique
that
bottles.
Medusa head engraved in there.
He went all the way, buddy. He went all the way.
Like, that's deep. Look at that. That's sunk in there.
Yes.
It's, if you look at this, it looks like the Lalique for men with the horse. You know the
Right.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at the Greek inspired design here. It's like Roman Greek. Is that Greek or Italian inspired?
Well,
So
you know
I
what?
would say
Well,
more Greek, but
Yeah,
Don't
like
forget,
it feels like.
where he came from in Reggio Calabria was Greek colony. So back in the days, so it was called Magna Graecia, which means Greece. You know, it was part of the Greece colony. So you know, our ancestors, all from there. So, yeah, very Roman.
And from year to year, some years it's more bitter, another year it's more peppery.
Okay.
Versace
Yes.
rum.
The price
Yeah.
we have.
Where's Thomas? Where's Thomas now? Where are you, buddy? I know Thomas is a huge fan of this stuff.
What's this stuff?
This is Lom.
Yes. I
And-
got one of those.
This is the vintage as well, right? With this, or is this the
one
second
of-
generation?
It's a second or third generation. Yeah, this is not the. Hold on.
Then
this
they
one.
changed it.
There you go.
They
Change
made
it
it less
again. Not-
frosted. This is still a vintage.
This is more recent, but anyways, it's still gone. It's gone today.
Right.
It's still vintage.
And again, it looks like they're taking from Greek mythology with
Yes.
this, right?
Yes, it's all Roman from the old Roman Empire era.
Incredible design.
Well, his Medusa is made
Yeah.
very renowned. So,
No, but it takes time.
It's a shame that like what they're releasing today as a brown. It's all, everything's really fresh and clean, and you know it smells like something else.
yes, yes.
You know.
Because sometimes you're just like, it's not gonna work.
But great for young men, right? If my kid were to wear this, I'd be happy he's wearing anything. But
Well, my son he's 14 years old.
Yeah.
It's one of his,
perfect. And so is mine, and they're wearing right now aqua.
I don't stop him from
No,
wearing it.
I'd rather they wear that than nothing.
Yeah.
But you know, I can't stand something like Aqua Reggio Profumo.
I'll show you.
But when I smell it on my kid, then all of a sudden I get a soft spot for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
Of course.
Have they got Eau de Hermes?
This bottle is not Eau de Hermes. No.
Eau d'Hermes? Is that it?
No, we don't have it.
No.
This.
Oh, look at the bottle.
Oh, I've not seen this before. What is this?
This is Versace jeans couture.
What is that? Is that like a purse
Very
or
good-
a
very good
bottle?
seller, hard to get right now.
Actually, it's the last bottle.
That's our last bottle.
And they
This-
also have it for
How does this open or spray?
That's actually the bottle, and you just have to push down to spray it.
Eugene, we must have sold about 300-400 bottles of this within the last year and a half.
Is there a
Wow.
reason why this?
People are just looking for it and collecting it,
It's
buying it
very light
online.
and
It's a
product.
collector's item?
Yeah, collectors.
We even have the version for women.
We paid very expensive for this at the end ourselves. So
Right.
This one is more bitter, like they'll have that extra with the lime.
that's all new collection.
Right. Okay, so they have this. Looks like an older bottle of Eau de Orange Vert, but I'm not sure about that.
Very dry. Yeah.
Eau de Orange Vert.
I'll show you one that's very good.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Too much. Too much.
There you go.
Put it over.
Very interesting bottle. VE.
Versus.
First, yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
VE.
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 RVE.
Uh-huh.
Vert.
You look at the bottle.
Take a look at the bottle.
Lick the stream.
Yeah,
Lick it.
that's you see Johnny Versace.
Wow. You know what this reminds me of is the ROM in Toronto, the Royal Ontario Museum. It's so like the architecture, everything's kind of
Yeah.
off to the side. And when they revealed it, like people went mental. It was like half of the ROM is traditional and the other half is very modern.
This was a real hot one, but we have no more. We just got soap, and we might have tester.
It is. Absolutely.
There you go.
But it's a nice Vinci bag. And this,
Even at the top, VS up top is another
Yes.
vintage.
Those are all
and
vintage.
their Vinci bag from Italy, they also actually got it in
Gianni Versace era.
You have no choice.
There
Do you have any vintage Terre de Hermes?
I'll
The only one
have to check.
Yeah, Rouge.
I wouldn't
Okay.
say yes.
There's the bottle. Look at the bottle. It's got the.
You know when old perfumes come in red bottles like that, it's like a warning sign. This is like potent,
Yeah.
right? That's what it means. Like the Rouge Hermes or Parfum de Hermes, which is the same thing.
Classy bottle. I find it very
Classy, but it just tells me danger. This is very potent.
Yes.
Like it's a
Oh,
warning,
Eugene, they've got
a red flag.
Mustard Cartier, haven't they?
Cartier. Yes, we're getting there. We're
Must-
getting there. We're getting there. We haven't even seen half of
Oh,
the shop
this is
yet.
Rich.
That's Rich.
Hello.
You're rich.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing? Good.
How you doing? I'm well,
Fantastic.
thank you.
These guys are amazing. Your buddies are all good. They're all great.
Thank you very much. We love you.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that man up there? Oh, that's Abercrombie and Fitch, isn't it?
So that's been discontinued. Flower
And
Bomb.
Extreme. We have that one as well.
By
Have
the
they got First Instinct?
If you guys want, I got the original red jeans and blue jeans in the original made in Italy from the first batch from Gianni Versace. I must have about 6 to 8 bottles that belong to me.
Okay.
no.
They're not here. This is the Versus Donatella version.
Okay.
Donatella Delicious, DKNY. Mugler. Have they got any of the Amen flankers?
Sorry.
Any of the Amen flankers?
Yeah, we've got. This is B-Men here.
If you want to smell it.
It's okay. I
Amen.
don't want to smell it. No. I mean, this is all quite modern stuff here. I've not seen this before.
God, have they got Infusion de Homme?
Neroli de Tenise. Do they have wedge?
Infusion Dom.
It looks like right here, yes.
Is that what it's called? Infusion Dom, not Infusion de Reese.
No, that's Infusion Dome.
Oh my God.
That's what? That's 200 ml bottle.
Yeah, that's rare.
It is very nice.
Like you can't get that anymore.
That's Infusion Dome. Oh, aftershave.
That's a 50 ml. We only have the 50 ml.
So they got 50.
We only got the 50th in Infusion Dom.
There's the Iris. I think Infusion Dome has turned into, is it Iris Cedro?
I think so, yeah.
That's what the name has changed to. But I mean, are these not very similar?
They're similar, but they are reformulated.
Okay, let's move on. Like Prada Candy, nobody's, I guess, interested in that, or I don't know a whole lot
This
about
one
this.
they say is being discontinued. All the Bulgari Puram. That's what we hear.
See you later. Sorry about your
Moving out.
discontinuation.
These ones are rare, super hard to find. They reformulated these ones and renamed them as well. The Bulgari Parfum, the Rose Essential, even Bill V2. All rare finds now.
Oh, what's behind us?
Oh, I know that one.
I get it.
We have Cartier here.
Okay.
I love this bottle.
Love Infusion Dom only have 50 ml left, yeah. Infusion Dom's
Yes, we do.
Christophe, I have written it down.
We have every version, honestly. So many limited editions.
Wow.
This one is stunning. I think I showed it last time, but
That's the
look at the box.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Eugene, that's
Pure perfume.
Yeah, that's galbanum, vanilla, moss, incense,
what's that? Is that must?
must. Yeah,
You getting that?
I think I will.
Ooh. Silver, shiny.
I have so many.
Do they have the vintage Santos?
That would be on the other side. I might have it. Yes, I do actually. No, I have a few versions of Santos. In the vintage.
Oh. Santos is the one. Love Santos.
So I brought even the concentré version.
Oh,
Santos concentré.
have you smelled those, Eugene? Smell them side by side. Say what do you think?
It's huge,
It's huge.
huge, 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 huge.
Like being in New York City.
Huge green Chypre.
Which one's huger? What's the differences between the two?
Okay, give me a moment.
And now we got the
Okay.
concentré version.
Are they both testers?
Yes.
I feel like the
Have you seen-
concentrate is more green, but fresher green, like pine, like evergreen. And the regular is more ashy, dark, leathery.
It has
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
slow
very spicy.
cedar
Yeah,
wood, patchouli.
it's your your 80s masculine Chypre from the glory days, obviously.
That's
It's
right.
gloryful. It's this is infinite. Like I don't know if you can get much better than this. Like this style,
Yeah.
it's infinite. There's nothing missing here.
Which one do you prefer between the two?
I think I have a rare bottle, an older bottle of this, and I love it. Like, I think it's very similar to Antaeus, but I think I appreciate this a little bit more than Antaeus. This I don't know very well, but I think my
Right.
bottle comes in this style flacon.
Yeah.
But I
I think yours is a little bit newer. Actually, yours is. I think I've seen your bottle. It's a little bit newer than those. If you can imagine those ones there, the original one had a matte silver cap,
right.
and it's just the worst color scheme in the world, like brown, gold, and silver. It's so
Right.
80s. It's
Like
unbelievable.
God, 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at all of those.
Is there anything else that?
This Pavarotti was just
Oh,
on
look
the
at
table. Somebody asked
Look at
me.
he's always around, eh?
He's beautiful. I love the bottle.
The big man.
Love the bottle. Oh,
This is a nice vintage. Sun Moon Stars by Karl Lagerfeld.
yes, Sun Moon Stars. That's right.
They have reformulated it. It's not so. It is different, but
The cap
they
looks
were
like a
brought up.
doorknob, doesn't it?
Sorry.
The cap looks like a doorknob. Like turn it to get in.
Yes.
Turn it to spray.
Have you seen it? Have you smelled it?
No, I haven't.
But difficult to guess.
These are cute toy bottles.
Look at this.
Sonia
Look
Rykel.
at this. I wish I can fit into this shirt.
That's right.
Rich, let's get like matching shirts and we'll fit inside of them.
I'll let you have the pink one.
Okay. Paloma Picasso.
Like-
I love this. This again is the same as it feels like an 80s Chypre to me, like Antaeus or Polo, like original Polo or Santos. Can you spray that?
Yeah, of course.
Just so I can remember it.
Those bottles are outrageous.
Aren't they?
Oh,
But look at these ones. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay, it is a little bit more floral, a little bit more feminine. Okay, yes, I'm remembering now. I misremembered.
But that's the new formula.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't have
So
a
the
test
one
yet.
I was smelling was more
Look at this
forest.
vintage.
Thank you so much. As soon as we're done, don't worry, we're gonna clear you out
Can't let you be hungry.
We're gonna clean you out.
with perfume and whatever food you've got there. Thank you so much. It looks like Puppy would like some though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Following
Wherever
the
there's
news.
food, she's there. Yeah. Look at
Eugene, is that?
this.
Oh,
Yep.
so funky.
The shampoo.
chapeaux are very.
Or even
Look
this.
at that.
That's like a
A bottle
marble.
silk.
Looks like a marble finish.
It's got a bit of the Bichon bottle about it, hasn't it?
That's right. Yeah, but the Bichon is it's a donut. It literally is.
Yeah, it's hollow in this one. Yeah,
This is
that's like
more
an
of a
eye.
bagel. Or no, the Bichon is a bagel. The Bichon is a bagel. This is like it's like a sauce or something like that.
It's like an eye.
There.
Turn around, Eugene. Is that the liter of Paco Rabanne pour on?
1 second, buddy. Look at this.
Oh, it's a witch.
It's Marina Picasso.
It's like a Japanese inspired.
Head.
No. Some kind of Hinoki voodoo doo-doo. Whatever you want to call it.
We have a lot of vintage Russia.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
Cat,
do you have the Femme? Rocha's Femme? A vintage?
Yes.
I probably do.
You probably do. That should be a big hit.
I think Catherine was asking about vintage.
What are you saying there, Tony?
You would have come down and see us 2 years ago.
Right?
You would have loved us.
I love you now, but
Yeah.
what was 2 years ago?
Well, after COVID,
There's no moment like the
I haven't-
present.
I haven't been traveling much, so
Right.
in 2 years. So.
Yeah, did you have a lot more vintage 2 years ago?
But,
And then what happened? Rich Mitch happened,
Rich Mitch and his gang
and the crew,
And the quack
and
quack.
the crew was out.
the quack. You got that right.
You guys are awesome.
Look at this nice safari vintage.
Yes,
collection. Look how beautiful.
it is beautiful. That
But as soon as the
it's like a dagger.
one thing, as soon as the market opens up, I will get you a lot more vintage goods. You know,
Okay.
we have to make them drop the prices a little bit.
Rich Mitch has a request for Green Valley.
I know.
Special
I know
request.
that Catherine already told me
Okay.
that last week. She sent me a text on it.
Right.
I said, "Look,
He said he'll pay anything, so you make sure you double the
No,
price.
not any.
No.
Double the price
Whatever.
and send me 10%.
Whatever. No. Let me scout it for you guys first.
Okay, so let's go back here. I know
this
Rochas
is
is a
vintage.
thing.
This is Beverly Hills.
Giorgio
Beverly Hills.
for women, right?
Yeah,
Which is the Beverly Hills for men?
It's over on the other side. I think I showed that already.
Like the Eden.
Have they got it?
This looks like Giorgio for men.
Which one are you asking for? I have.
Giorgio Beverly Hills.
I do have the Giorgio Beverly Hills for men.
Wow. Wait, right. Hold on. I just made a strange noise there. Hold on. I need to write that down as well.
This box, you could tell it's a vintage. I don't even know who makes them. So.
Samba.
Workshop.
Oh yeah.
Perfumer's Workshop. They're the ones that made Tea Rose, right?
Yes.
Great. That's a great rose for $15.
Yeah.
Vintage jupe for women, Lancaster.
Didn't even know this existed. Yope for women.
Yep. Yup.
Nikki said, "Wow, super good fragrance, but we have no stock."
They made
We
these
have
bottles.
38 ounce.
That's Chloe, the first version.
This sport, we got this sport and the old one, the old version. We might have some new ones.
The pure perfume. That's the pure perfume in the 7.5 ml Cosmer version.
Wow.
And I can't read the
That's easy.
comments, so if anything stands out, somebody wants to see something, Rich, let me know.
Giacomo.
Oh, well.
This
I believe this is a Jean-Claude Elena, or is it a Polish?
A Polish.
Van Cleef and
I
their
don't
pelts
know.
for women.
I have no idea.
these
Does
are-
she have Secret de Venus? Does she have Secret de Venus by Vile?
No.
No.
This is another popular one, Tribut, by Colors of Benetton.
Colors of Benetton.
One's
Bloody
nice.
hell.
Isabella Manifesto by Isabella Rossellini.
Dude, my chorus is kicking. I feel like I'm pregnant. I can feel movement, like alien movement, like aliens trying to bust out.
Busting out. Have they got a Ketos by Alain Delon?
Celebrity section.
Do you have a celebrity? Yes. Where's the Justin Bieber?
there.
Do you have Iquitos?
No.
Why
we
is the
don't have any.
celebrity section always tucked away in the back? I noticed that whatever shop I go into, it's always like, bye bye.
Well, because most people come for other brands.
Do they have any vintage
That one doesn't.
Jean Paul Gaultier stuff like Cocorico and
Dolce Cocorico?
Yeah, I have it.
Yes,
I think
they
we
have
missed
it.
that section on the other end.
There's probably a reason.
do they have
Look at
the
the
vintage
bottle.
Lamal?
Yeah,
Le
vintage
Male, no, we don't. We have
Nina Ricci.
Fleur du Mal La Colonne and another one. I'd have to check.
Okay.
Lulu.
Silences Jack Lamal.
These are also discontinued. They Ralph Lauren came out with a collection where they had Ralph Wild, Ralph Rocks, Ralph Hot, all fruity, nice summer scents. A bunch of limited editions in Marc Jacobs.
So this is your line,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So this is the line that this store.
That Aphrodite's quite nice. I've got the bottle. I need the
haven't tried this one here. There's a bunch of other ones.
Yes, that one. That one, I've got that.
Night Touch. I think that's what Tony's wearing right now.
It's quite nice.
And I can-
Sensual.
Oh, this is the other brand, right?
Yeah.
Greed.
Greed. That Imperial's quite nice as well. Have you smelled that, Eugene?
I have not.
My friend wanted to steal that from me. It's lovely.
I gotta say, my arm is getting sore, like with this camera.
The Donna Borsellino. That you had seen.
Donna Borsellino. That's beautiful. That's really nice. It has got jasmine in it. You're right. And ylang.
Sicily by Dolce & Gabbana on the top shelf.
Dolce & Gabbana. Have they got by man?
No.
No, this
we
is the
don't
women's
have it
section. You know
anymore.
what? My mom wears this, and I love it on her. Like, love it. Absolutely. I
That's
prefer
so
this.
refreshing.
I prefer this to the men's version. Do you have any vintage Red Door?
Red Door, yes.
Wow.
One around the corner. I guess it's in like under lock and key.
Well,
That's right.
Oh, and she has a key. Is that the Parfum?
That's the pure perfume of Red Door.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Do you have like do you have this in vintage?
I'll double check, but I believe the 50 ml is a vintage.
Okay.
Oh no, all of them are actually. The 25 ml and the 50 ml are vintages. The tester is also a vintage.
Can you spray some right here? Or on the strip?
Well,
Let's do it on the
just
strip.
in case, 'cause I mean,
Right.
The tester, it could turn. I like that sweet spice.
I got a really nice sandalwood in the base, like deep in the base. It's a very pastel-y floral. Jasmine, a huge jasmine. Incensey. It's really nice. Aldehyde.
Do they have any vintage Egoist?
They don't have any Chanel.
They don't have any Chanel.
And if they did, I would never tell.
Oh. So they do have vintage Chanel.
But we'll talk.
It's for Jeremy Hines.
Dolce Vita. I have Dune.
Dune.
You have Dior Addict in the mint?
Yeah, it's just we have those two bottles on the way, but they're there.
Do you still have the soap? Was it poison or was it? Well, I can't remember. I was asking.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
What is this?
That's a vintage tester of Diorella.
Diorella. Wow. When did Dior stop using Christian Dior and just move to Dior?
I feel like it was into the 2000s.
Yeah. That's
This
Poison
one
Girl.
lasts for a lot,
That
but we
looks
have
like
no
an old
stock.
bottle there.
Yeah, it's a nice red.
This one too.
Yeah, that one I think is older. It has like a it has like a rubbery feel to it. It's like it's coated.
This,
Like an apple.
you know what? Like when Maria was pregnant with our son, she used to wear this, and when he started going to school, he wanted to wear fragrance, and he kept asking her if he can wear this. Because I don't know, there must have been some kind of association, but
Well, it must warm him up because it reminds me of
right,
his mom.
yeah,
Right? It
exactly.
comforts
Like
him.
he loves this. He loves it. He's once
Wow.
asked me to buy her another bottle when she ran out.
That's one that doesn't exist anymore. We don't have anything left in that.
Green poison. Tender poison.
Yeah, that one is asked for a lot, but unfortunately we don't have.
Yep.
This
There's
one's an old bottle.
that's like a vintagey. I'm not sure if it's the original, but this is glorious too. This is a skank fest,
Poison.
like jasmine and plum, woods, incense. Oh, j'adore.
L'Interdit, they redid it multiple times. We have so many versions of this one fragrance, so we have. I think this is it as well. An older version. Here.
What's that?
All editions that are no longer around. Pure Perfume in organza.
These are all floral bombs, right?
Organza.
Okay, let's move over here. Oh. What is this?
Sublime.
Ma Liberté,
No.
Jean Patou.
Okay.
This is Ma Liberté by Jean Patou.
Is that leather? Is that the one Ramsey was speaking about on Friday?
Someone bought this, so it's sold.
Oh.
It could be.
Ah,
I don't know who. I didn't see who it was, but.
So this bottle is sold. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. There you go.
just bought it
that could be
yesterday.
Ramsey. Who's bought that?
But look how nice it is. Look at that.
Right?
Mm. Wow. I like a plinth.
Do you have any other Jean Patou and vintage?
The Enjoy and the Sublime are both vintage versions.
Joy or
And this one's Enjoy. They came out with Joy,
right?
and then they came out with Enjoy. And then we have Drunk Franco Ferry up top. Those are vintages as well. That bottle that you see, the yellow box, is a limited edition. Well, I don't know if it's a limited edition, but it was called Eau du Matin, and they only came out with a few. One you might like is the Python up there. I'll have you spell it after.
These are older, aren't they? Or is this modern?
That's the Pure Perfume. It's modern. The older boxes.
You've got the exclusive Yves Saint Laurent.
In the classic opium, like look at this bottle. Look how beautiful.
Yes,
Look at that.
that is beautiful. Do you have the pure perfume? Yes, they do.
That's Parfume.
Wow. Wow. Look at that. That's a big bottle as well.
It is.
30 ml.
That bottle's not messing about.
And then this bottle.
Yeah, that's an older bottle as well.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, this is body oil.
Well, I have even the perfume.
Look at the size of that 30 ml. That 30 ml's
There you go.
huge.
This is
Look at
a
that.
bottle
There it is. How old is that bottle?
Old.
I'll check to see if it's Sanofi.
It's probably as dated as you, my friend.
That's right.
Even have these versions.
Wow.
A Sanofi.
Is that a Parfum?
I think so. It should be written underneath. Very small. If you want to take a look.
What's that?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna
Can
just
you
double
have a
check
look?
it.
Audrey, I hope you're writing these down as well, mate. What's that? That's amazing. What's that?
Here, I'll check. It's the Eau de Parfum. It's called Secret de Parfum.
Secret de Parfum.
Yes.
Wow. That opium lineup's absolutely amazing.
And
Eugene, you
it's a
should buy all the
It's a
products.
Parfum Corp, so it's even before Sanofi.
But no, so you've actually got the Parfum called opium in the female version.
Tell us about this.
Here you go.
It's got the Rive Gauche.
That's the
Oh,
vintage
that's the
one
female
in
version.
can.
Even Saharian, I think, is discontinued. Look at this one. I love this bottle. Cinema. By Yves Saint
Cinema,
Laurent.
bloody hell, cinema. Bloody hell. It's been a long time since I've even heard that name. Wow. That cap's got Kurdish on. Eugene, do you see the cap on that?
Samples. A miniature bottle. I'll get you the test.
What's that, Rich?
Do you know the cap on that cinema that she just showed you?
Right.
Do you think it looks like a Kurdish cap?
A much smaller version of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like this, right?
No, it's called
Yeah. No, that's not it.
Where I think she put it back in the box.
That's okay.
The cinema.
Yeah, I did. This one.
If you look at the cap, it looks like a Kurdish, doesn't it?
Yeah, much smaller though. You can see.
Yeah.
Python by Trussardi. This is a spicy fragrance. I'll have you give it a.
This is really nice. It's taken me a moment to put together, but it's a nice floral, very smooth.
Sandalwood.
Yeah,
Probably some cinnamon.
very smooth sandalwood. Like the bits of sandalwood they're thick. Insane. How old is that?
It came out in the 80s, 90s.
Very warm and
Early
creamy. I'm gonna show these quickly and
Jeremy would like to say thank you for the poison mini with his order.
sorry, say again.
Jeremy would like to say thank you for the Python mini with his order.
No problem.
This is no problem. Audrey, I'm telling Audrey to write down the stuff that she wants.
I think good.
She keeps telling me to write things down for her, and I can't. I've lost my way. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stuff written down now. Python, that's right.
We have lots
Thanks
of
for the Python.
What happened to Shalimar?
She's in the back.
Oh.
After we found out how expensive
Shalimar is in the
running
back.
We can't risk losing her.
Is that the Calendra?
That is.
No, it's metal.
Dude, this
That is Calendra. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Ramsey would also like to say thank you for the Python Mini with his order.
Who's that?
Ramsey would like to say.
Ramsey's saying thank you for
No
the
problem.
Python.
Rich.
Hello.
There you go.
Wow! Look at the size of it. What is that?
Escada Margarita Lane.
Look at that. Looks
Oh!
like a watch. Like a, what's the thing where you wind your watch?
Yeah, like
That cap?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
It's like, yeah. Look at that bottle.
Oh! Wow. That is beautiful. Is it real juice inside?
This is my office.
That is your office.
I don't know.
My new bar. Did you show them the new bar?
Yeah, we showed it last week, but
Private label.
oh no, it's a factus.
Marquis Privé. Wow.
My secrets are about to be unleashed. Rich.
Here you go. Personalized perfumes. I guess you can put your perfumes together here. You mix
Yeah,
your notes.
You can mix what you want.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll have. I'm waiting for all my essences to come in. And I could also blend in front of people. And you know, they'll have to bring it home and ferment it within 15 days, and we'll go home.
We'll let it macerate. You think this is the future of perfumery?
We have no choice. This is going to be it because a lot of fragrances are going to be discontinued. So the only way we can get them back for you and come close
It's
to it.
kind of what lines up with today's instant gratification.
Correct.
People want
Correct.
stuff right now.
Exactly. Well, you know, look, just to show you, if you pick up one of these bottles, pick up one of these bottles there, the little 20 ml. Yeah, I'll show you. So what people do? So basically, we're going out with this concept of this twist bottle, 20 ml, which is a 20 ml is a nice size, and you got the number, the code here of what you have of the fragrance you choose. So people with $40, they could come out of here with a bottle that they try out. If they don't like it, you know, they can twist off the juice and put on their own fragrance in here.
Right.
This is a twist bottle.
There you go. Yeah.
So this is great for you when you travel, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna
Perfect.
get you guys some of this today.
Perfect.
You guys have to. I want you to experiment and try my oils.
Yeah, and we'll report back.
Yeah. This is something new for us, and this is fantastic. And we have it also in black. There you go, black for men. It comes in a beautiful box. See? So this way here, you got white and you got black. 20 ml. So you could choose the fragrance you want, and at the same time, if you want to, you see, just to show you some stuff that we've done, like for some clients, you know. These are clients that have done some bottles here. People can upload on our website. Upload a logo that they wish to have, and we'll have it engraved on their bottle. It'll be all silk screen.
Awesome.
And,
There you go.
They choose the model, the model of the bottle, the color of the cap. So you could go on mixedperfume.com, mixedperfumebar.com, and you could build and create your own logo, your own fragrance.
Okay.
You got everything is out there on the bar. You know, I mean, this is.
So what's it? Is it MIXX?
MIXX. Mixedperfumebar.com. You can go get it off the screen
Oh,
right
that's
there.
French.
That's in
French.
French.
Mixed bar parfum.
Or
Mixed
in
Perfume
English.
Bar.
In English, it's mixedperfumebar.com.
Mixperfumebar.com. Mixperfumebar.com. Perfume bar. Perfume bar.
There you go.
I'll put the link in there. I'll put the link in the chat. There it is.
Look at this. Even more like vintage is tucked away in the corner.
What more have they got?
Eugene.
Okay.
Just to show you, see this is something how when we got started a few years back, we started doing all the house leagues, garage leagues, baseball, hockey, soccer. People put their teams, they put their logo on their bottle, and the kids they choose the fragrance that they like. You know, and that's how we got started.
Ah,
Yeah, cool. You know, they even have the numbers of their jersey. So every kid,
yeah.
team,
That's creative.
yeah. So you know, so we have all this particular team wanted all their names, of all their
And this one
their
says
teammates.
Roja Dove, number 11.
Yeah. So you know,
I'm at 20% battery, so I'm gonna kind of zip through this before we get cut off.
That's okay. My arm's starting to hurt now as well.
Molinard.
Yeah. Oh, you have it, but the rich has. There's so
Yes.
We do very well with Molinard. There's an old one up there. The red one is an old model.
Yeah, those are
These are
vintage.
old, and we don't have much stock in there.
The Molinards are ancient. Have they got Habana?
Habanita, yes.
Habanita, that's it. They've got Capucci, Dijon. Those ones, that queer. Eugene, you need to try that. You'd love it.
Do you have a tester of this queer?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's fine.
Interesting.
Oh, there's the patchouli.
The
you
lavender
keep telling
one's
me about.
really, the patchouli one's really nice as well. Yeah, all those purple bottles are really sought after. You can't get them anymore. You used to be able to get those purple bottles on discounters, but they disappeared one day. Literally one day they were there, and then the next minute they were gone.
This is a very unusual queer.
Yes, it is. I think it's sweet.
I don't find it sweet. Like,
I find it smoky.
He likes patchouli.
yeah.
Yeah, if you like patchouli, try that.
I'll make
What's
you
that?
try my patchouli from mix bar.
Okay. Right.
You'll love it.
The patchouli and the Molinard's really nice as well.
These are the older bottles.
I don't necessarily find it like a traditional queer. It is more unique. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
really
get
strange, isn't it?
saltiness from it.
it's really strange. Really strange leather, that.
We spray. Can we spray it? Do you want to smell the Molinard one?
Yes, please. The patchouli's lovely.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And even a patchouli intense.
It's the scratchy, abrasive patchouli.
Yeah,
Nice.
they've got the.
Very
Have they got the
dry.
lavender as well?
That's very dry and dusty. It's like a rug of patchouli, like a Persian
Yes.
patchouli rug that hasn't been washed in ever.
Yeah, like an ancient patchouli.
Really, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what?
Molinard-
This is like,
Sorry. Molinard are a good
that's
house.
really good. I smelled the Jovois psychedelic yesterday. Insane. And this is like, this reminds me of the patchouli used in psychedelic, but much more subtler. Not that this is subtle, but this psychedelic is immense. It's massive. I've never smelled anything so large.
Massive.
This is our patchouli.
Okay.
Mixed patchouli.
Okay, and this is their patchouli, and it's a much fresher patchouli.
Yeah,
There's
it's twisted.
Right.
It's twisted.
I get citrus top notes.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
clean.
Yes.
Right. It's very non-offensive.
It's not like the real patchouli. I mean, it's
a
finished
blend.
off, blended in with a couple of fresh top notes.
Yeah, I can certainly see that.
It's something that I would wear too.
Right.
I'm a fanatic of patchouli.
Yeah. There you
It's
go.
unisex.
Yeah.
This is another vintage. Oh, this is raffiné by Kubigan. It was bought out after.
Look at that. Look at the packaging there.
Kubigan. Raffiné was bought by Kubigan,
Yeah.
and then it was.
What began now? It's not began anymore. It's in High Point, North Carolina. The company name is Dana.
Oh yes, that's it.
Dana is the new company.
That looks like a vintage diva.
It is. The tester is.
That is.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Obrigada.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
And all the old. Has she got white diamonds? The vintage.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's vintage though.
Wow. Have you had a good time in there, Eugene?
Yeah, a really good time. Like, it's totally worth coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. Don't worry, I'm gonna go hit that.
Rich, we got good Italian food coming up.
Rich,
Come along.
come for some pizza and sandwiches, Rich.
Oh God. I'll come over when I'm sorted. When I get my back sorted, I'll come.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Let
So
me.
much.
Oh, look at this. Like, this is.
Yes,
my hand for
they've got the.
reference.
Yes, they've got the Paco Rabanne big liter one as well. Oh, look, the big boss.
My hand for reference.
Yeah, but you gotta a big hand. Look at mine.
Yeah.
He's got a big hand.
Dear me. There's the big pack of Rabanne.
Yeah, look, I don't know, from Creed.
Wow.
Days.
Big treat.
I will have to get some.
See, there's the vintage Santos with the silver cap on. What? But that's so 80s.
So here,
It's painfully
this is
80s.
the story of Creed that you were talking about. Look, 1760, James Henry Creed.
Anyone can
That's-
print this,
that's a
though,
sign.
right?
Yes, this is a nice, good fairy tale.
Right.
But he really pulled a good one off. It's very good. I mean, look, they made it big.
Where did you find it?
That's right.
There you go.
It's just
These are all like face products that we carry.
Any vintage Tommy here?
Well, this is the Tommy Girl jeans. Dreaming is also vintage.
Any Balenciaga for home?
No, I don't have any left.
Someone asked
Oh,
about
Charlie?
no.
Is that vintage Charlie? Catherine,
No,
do you
that's
know
Charlie Blue.
vintage Charlie.
I don't think so.
Not really. No, it's not vintage. It's not. Only from Julio Iglesias vintage up there.
The only
Only.
Julio Iglesias.
The last bottle,
is
blue bottle up there. On the
top
right.
right. That's another vintage. Actually, the whole top shelf is vintage.
Yeah, the whole Rocco Barocco trains vintage.
I don't know this stuff, but I'm sure somebody watching will, and they might appreciate it. So,
Pavlova.
You just
okay,
want
I'm
to
gonna
try
head
that.
back over here. Sure. Have you seen enough, Rich?
I'm overstimulated.
Right?
Massively overstimulated. I'm going to have to take some kind of medication or something, like a
Say
beta
hi.
blocker.
Say hi to
Hello. Have you had a good time? I'm all right. How are you? Are you having a good time?
We're having a good time.
Oh, having a great time, bud. Great time.
Yeah.
This is
Absolutely
information
amazing.
overload these past couple of days, and it hasn't stopped. And I don't think it'll stop. Information, these guys talking is that I'm taking notes in the back seats. It's crazy. It's awesome.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over here.
Oh, it's Inception.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Hello.
Hola. Okay, give me a moment.
Okay.
So I'm gonna remove myself from here.
Okay.
Unmute my.
What? No. Horrible feedback.
So, is it still?
Kill it. Thank God. Eugene, that was awful. It was like Doctor Who. I can't hear you. Oh.
Are we okay now?
Yeah.
Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay, I got ya. All right, I think I showed pretty much anything I could, and I wasn't able to see the chat if anyone wanted something specific. If you want something specific, say now, so I can see. I want some water. What am I purchasing? I don't know. We'll see.
Yes. Audrey Jane's going to be in touch to ask them to keep a couple of things.
Catherine
already knows that I want about. Sorry?
I mean, message them with that. I've got nothing to do with prices or.
Exactly.
Like, if you want a price, ask them.
Yes, you can contact them through the website. Anybody who wants to know.
What sunglasses am I? These are Ray-Bans. They're just very simple Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans Justin. There you go. Yeah, I love them. Justin, made in Italy, probably China, but Italy. Yeah, you guys are welcome. I had fun doing it, so I don't consider this.
Yes. Thank you for doing this.
This one?
I've not smelled that. I'm familiar with the original sport, but this is the extreme. Let's smell that.
Okay.
Can I spray it?
Sure, that's a tester.
And that's aluminum canister.
Yeah, look at the packaging. It looks like some kind of a.
It looks like a team, like a polo, like a water polo team.
Yeah, and look at the packaging on it. It looks like it's something like for a truck, you know, like
Yeah.
or lube oil or something. You know?
Right? Yeah. Interesting. Even the sport extreme perfumes back then were deeper
Look how deep.
than.
Well, this is like a Pavarotti.
This is deep.
Yeah.
Like it's sport. Sport fragrances today are considered a joke to enthusiasts,
very
but there's
aquatic.
depth here.
Yeah. Correct.
Wow, gorgeous.
Oh,
Anything else?
no. Everybody is saying everybody in the chat is saying thank you very much to Catherine and Tony and everybody else.
They're all saying thank you very much.
Thank you very much, you guys, in every way.
I'm happy you guys all came. And
We'll redo
guys
it another day more better prepared.
Sure. Sure, we will. I don't know what else I can show you or tell you. Or had a pretty cool weekend here in Montreal. I got a compliment. I got a real true to life. Did I talk about this already? I felt like I told somebody.
You told me, but you didn't tell them.
Like a real true to life, unsolicited compliment from a complete stranger that I've never.
in the street.
Yeah, stopped me dead in the street, like in the tracks. We were walking just off St. Catharines yesterday. And the three of us were walking side to side, and the woman was trying to get by. And I said, all right, let's let her get by. She said, thank you. And you smell amazing, by the way. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm wearing, like, so many things. Like, wait. I asked her, like, what is it your compliment? I had her come back and smell my arms.
Oh, my God.
Right. And she picked out Jovoy Psychedelic. And I was like, oh, man, like, that was one of my favorite things that I've discovered this weekend was Psychedelic, which is an immense patchouli. Huge. It's like one of the biggest fragrances I've ever met. So that was cool.
Awesome.
Right.
So you like that?
They do exist. Maybe we've been harsh on the reviewers all this time.
Compliments exist. So, yeah, that is a true to life, unsolicited compliment from a complete stranger. And I was kind of debating in the shop, should I get Psychedelic? Should I get it? They're closed today, but I mean, I can always order it and have it shipped to me. But Psychedelic was nice. That stood out for me. There was another Patchouli Noble. What is the brand? I think the brand is Noble, and it's called Patchouli. That's another one that I really like.
Senza Nobile.
Yeah, with the globe caps, the aluminum gold caps, really nice.
Patchouli Intense, just because.
All right, so we got Molinard Patchouli Intense. And this is a sweet patchouli, syrupy. Is there tongue in here?
Possibly. I would think so.
It's almost like a gourmandy patchouli.
Right.
I think I preferred the regular Molinard patchouli to this.
Those Molinards are outrageous. Like you used to, honestly, Eugene, you used to be able to pick them up for like 20 and 30 quid on discounters. They've disappeared from discounters now. But like they were so cheap, it was ludicrous. They've probably found their real value now. Excuse me. They've probably found their real value now.
Blanca Bean Praline, yeah. I can definitely, it's discerning, like sandalwood, yeah. Nice, smoky. It's nice. It's nice.
You ever like all the old Trussardi Wall?
Yo, I smelled so many
Yes.
things. I can't remember
The old Trussardi Walnut. You need to smell that.
How much did we smell this week?
I got to go back and re-smell everything.
Eugene, you've got to smell that old Trussardi Walnut. It's an absolutely brilliant leather.
Yeah, I'm in Kuros right now.
Have you given you?
Come around this side.
This is the one. This is something
Oh, yeah.
I like.
Right. It's leathery.
The leathery, yes.
Castoreum?
Castoreum, no, but maybe leathery, a little bit tobacco in there.
It's got claws. This is
deep.
yeah.
Very deep.
It's green. Yeah. It's nice. It's very deep. It's got a nice leathery pouch over the bottle, like the
Yeah, it's a plastic. Yeah.
skin of
What's
the
that one you're
bottle.
smelling?
Here, I'm smelling this. I'm gonna
Yes, it's
put it to the
beautiful.
side and just kind of blow up.
The bottle's a little bit faded. The gold is faded off. It's an old.
Yeah.
My last tester I got, but I mean, we use it to show.
Yeah, the bottle is like a plastic casing over like a glass bottle inside. If you
Yes.
tap the bottle, you'll hear how like
Sounds like plastic.
I'll show you the bottle.
yes, it is. That's exactly what it is.
Tap it up. Look.
Oh, he's taking it apart. Not only is he a perfume shopkeeper, but he's also a maintenance man.
Yes, he's engineer.
Look at that,
Don't take it out of that bit of plastic. Yeah,
right?
amazing.
It's always easy to take things apart, but putting them back together can be challenging.
Done.
Done.
It's done. Yeah, he's got
Done,
it.
my friend.
He's got it.
The experience. What's that? Oh yes.
This, you know what this
You smell-
reminds me of is the classic barber shop, the shaving foam bottles.
Yes.
Like just the script there and the detail. You remember when the shape? I guess it still does today. Come in those
Back in the day,
aluminum cans.
puro
Yeah.
namda the big lavenders.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody splashed on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
All the barbers just splashed that on.
Absolutely. The comments are quite funny here. These guys are hilarious.
I hope they're good.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. I guess if that's everything, we're gonna
Close off.
Okay. Cap it. Are you guys ready to go home? Or are we holding you back?
No. We're gonna have supper together.
So any
Before
soccer
you
games
leave.
today or
Yesterday. Today I think
Italy?
Portugal's playing.
Portugal?
If I'm not mistaken, Portugal's
I'm a big fan of Portugal. I want to see Portugal go far. I like Italy. Obviously, I'm rooting for Croatia. My parents are Croatian, so yeah, it'd be nice to see those customary countries.
England.
Not England. No, we don't go. Go away. Go away.
Manchester.
All right. You want to come around and say bye before we go?
You guys.
Maybe take a bow.
You guys.
Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Rich, we love you.
The
We love you.
Joe!
H210, we love you. J-Bone, we love you. Rudy, I see you.
you're the family.
Love
my
you.
whole team is here.
Ron, we love you.
I'm Bailey.
Guys, take a bow.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Okay, baby.
Bye.
There you guys.
Hold on, 2 more.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody. It was nice seeing you guys, and it was a pleasure having you guys here. A big honor, and look forward to doing another one day. Better prepared.
From the late Parfumier family, thank you so much for hosting this, for the big shindig, the spread out, for showing us all your perfume. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll be back, very soon. Thank you. We really enjoyed today.
So did we.
I wish it could last forever, but we're just moving forward into the next moment. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We'll see you